Okay, we are back. Thank you all for tuning in for another episode of Think and Grow with Vet Green. This is actually going to be the season finale, but it's also me decommissioning the Think and Grow aspect. So the new show is going to be launching May 15th, and it's going to be called The Vet Green Show. Think and Grow is going to be just a segment and more of the motivational piece that I like to do on my personal YouTube page. The reason I came up with the Think and Grow is I don't know if any of you have heard of Napoleon Hill or Think and Grow Rich, you probably have heard of. So when I went on my own journey in 2018, I realized that something that I had to do was begin to think for myself, because a lot of times we don't even realize that the thoughts we have are not our thoughts. They're thoughts that people have given us based on how we were, how we grow up. And there's a lot that goes with that. And once I began to think for myself, I also began to grow, which goes into what happened on this 1,000-mile tour. So I want to thank you, all the musicians that have come to the stage now, and we still have some of the artists. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the listeners and watchers of 716 Live and Think and Grow with Vet Green.
I'm Armani Works, piano player, keyboardist, born and raised in Buffalo, New York. Singer, artist,
Let's go.
producer.
Keep going.
Look at that. You guys really support
You put
each
all them
other.
accolades in there, bro.
Just giving over shit. He be playing with guitar.
I'm just
You
a
little
regular
engineer.
guy. Just doing stuff.
Okay.
We ain't gonna let you get away like that.
I love the support. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. I love the support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on,
Love
Armani.
my-
with y'all two together, could y'all introduce y'all together?
Oh, yeah.
Because
You guys are a band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Somewhat.
the name of your
These chicks
band.
don't even know the name of our band.
What's the name of the band?
When me and Armani get together, we a production team called Cooking with Sounds, and it's a flip off of his band, Sounds of the Culture. So he is also in the band. So
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is dope. Okay.
All started from the 1,000-mile tour, so
right.
All started from the top.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of. I will say this just to. I'll say this now. A lot of stuff that I'm doing has a lot to do with Marcus and Alex.
Okay.
And without Marcus, there wouldn't be a Sounds of the Culture band. So just want to say now in front of everybody, I appreciate that for real, and allowing us to be on this tour and introducing me and the guys to so many great people, because it's I don't know what I'll be doing right now. I'll be sitting bored playing 2K or something like that.
On the game. On the
Shut
game.
up.
Yeah,
Or hanging out
on
with
the
this
game.
guy,
It opened up avenues.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it
as
definitely
well
did.
as
It definitely
you.
did, and just putting this out in front of a lot of people, putting this on a platform that we wouldn't have. So definitely love the guy, man. That's my bro for real. And then I'll let him introduce himself.
Right.
Come on, Mr. Overton.
Flesh.
What's the
My name is
nickname?
Alex Overton, aka Mr. Flesh.
Yeah. Fleshy.
We got the Flesh Brothers here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We in the building, y'all.
Yes,
We in
sir.
the building.
You have to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
So the Flesh Brothers came along from another group where we always being in the flesh, meaning when we play our instruments, we always in the spirit, and we're just killing and vibing. So that's became our patented name that we're working on.
Yeah.
And besides that, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business, a backline company called Kingsman Entertainment. I also am a drummer. Marcus knows me from playing drums, and I started with him playing drums, and then I got kicked off and play bass now because I find bass player. We'll talk about that, though. But it's all good. It's all good. We gonna put it all. But nah, this is my man, and I known him and his mom since I was a youngin' coming up. So it was definitely just love, and I appreciate you and what you do. So
I feel the love.
yeah.
I feel the love. Do you feel it, Marcus?
Of course.
Can you feel it?
Love Joe calling me a more.
Alex is amazing. Alex, traveling across the states, they're booked all the time. Like these guys are the upcoming musicians of our.
Alright.
We're talking about that. We're talking about Bruno.
Yo,
Hold up.
let's see, yo. But that's the thing, like that's why me personally, like I like sticking with the same people,
Yeah.
especially with music, because you build a chemistry.
Yeah.
Like it's been times me and this dude Alex be on the show.
Yo, these-
We did like at the we did a show with Marcus last year at Ironworks, and we literally, I'm not even looking at him. I think my back was turned to him, and we did the same thing, just random time and throughout his song. And I look at him, I'm like, dude. So it's like, you know, having that camaraderie around each other, the chemistry, is definitely needed. That's why these are my brothers. So, you know, and like I said, DJ Apollo definitely saved the day a lot of times. So a lot of times I'm like, man, I don't know what the heck this song is. What is it? Especially at the Nietzsche show, I'm like, because it was a long day.
Yeah,
It was a long day.
that
So
shit was-
I'm like, yo, what's the song, bro? All right, cool, thank you. But yeah, it's definitely fun,
Yeah.
and I love it. I love being on the stage.
You would
Great
do it
music.
again?
Yeah, that's where I'd rather be more than anything. Like, you won't see me at the house unless I'm performing or have to do work or anything like that. And that's my life for me. So especially when I get to do it with my brothers and people that I love. So that's how I took on it. You know, it's definitely fun.
I love the love that you all are showing for each other. It's interesting that there can be this amount of people who came together and you still are able to support each other, because that's one thing that I always hear from a lot of people that I interview. I want to ask them, how is it being an artist or now a musician here in Buffalo? And the number one thing mostly everyone always says is that the lack of support. But here it is, we have how many, 10 individuals in the room now?
Yeah, we
And then there
debunked
were
that.
even more. And you all are so supportive of each other.
That theory.
Yo,
We
for
debunked
real.
that.
Yeah, we
you
did.
really do.
We showed y'all.
Especially when we left.
Yeah.
How Buffalo was supporting us when we left. Like, I don't know if y'all said social media, but like,
Yeah.
our
Sending
posts
money
go
for gas,
crazy.
people
Every time we post,
everybody was like here,
Shout out to
you
Bridge
know?
Studios,
Yeah.
Andrea for showing love. He was I got a couple cash apps like within just, and that money was crucial because we was running low. Changing it. Yo, how much you got? $2? We got
got $2 and 200 miles to go.
Yo, for real. No, it's real.
Struggle is real.
Support was real. Give me the card numbers, okay?
Send me the card number. We're gonna punch it in. Don't worry about it. We're gonna punch it in.
How was your experience?
My experience, it was good. Like, for me, it was like, because I kind of looked at it a little bit different. I'm like, all these people are working so hard, and they picked me. They hired me. Like, when I first started with doing like the 1,000-mile tour, I'm like, man, I'm not ready for these things. But it's taking that extra step and just diving in to really find out what you're made of.
Yes.
And it was just like, man, and I'm just sitting here with all these amazing artists. Like, they're all great. Every single one of them is just great in their own way. So it's just like, damn, y'all chose me? Little me? Okay. Like, I'm gonna do everything I can to make y'all look as good as I can. Like, it's just like for example, we already talked about Atlanta a little bit. Remember Spills before every song Spills had? I seen how tired you was. That's why I had to give him a little coach pep talk before. Like, yo, you gotta show, like, you in Buffalo right now. Your song's called Rick James. You know what that means? You in Atlanta right now representing for Buffalo, and your song is called Rick James.
Right.
Like, that's,
I remember that.
like little things like that, the little tidbits, man. We gotta, it's basically like you said, we're all giving each other our flowers, but it's because we all helped each other in one way or another.
That's what makes it work.
Like, there was
Like,
times
people don't understand that. That's what makes it work. Teamwork really makes the dream work. It makes the dream work.
I think it was like, there was like 3 moments I really felt like were like highlight moments. Lindsay's performance in Atlanta definitely was one. Because it was just like, I didn't get to tell my side, so I'm gonna tell a little bit. Like, I'm sitting in the back, like,
Yo, truth, boy.
I wasn't the DJ that night. let's just put this out there first. I wasn't the DJ that night. They had a house DJ, but I was checking in with him, making sure all the songs were good, because that was kind of another one of my jobs there too. Like, Bill, make sure everybody's got their songs right, everything that they're performing, like anything that they need track wise, like check in with the musicians, make sure the music is good, because everybody's having a good time, they're partying, they're prepping for their stuff, but like you got to make sure everything's like, you know, at the end of the day, like make sure all the pieces are put in place. And so like it was just so crazy. Like I'm trying to like decipher back and forth with this DJ, and then finally, like, we get everything set up, and all of a sudden, like, yo, you just see, like, I don't know who said it. I think, was it you, Danger? Or no, not you. No, you weren't in Atlanta. I think it was you. Bill said it. The spotlight. Yeah. That spotlight. Yo, the spotlight on Lizzie, though, it was like a Grammy performance. It was just like,
Like, seriously.
and she,
Now I wish someone had captured that moment.
oh, man. It was but there was another time. It was like, you know, where Lindsay was actually feeling a little down on herself. Danger came bull rushing down the stairs on the top of his voice, like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? If everybody that's in this house right now deserves to be here, we all worked hard as hell to be here.
Oh, you told me that
No,
story,
everybody
yeah.
cannot. No. Yo, you started going. Because this is this man's passion. Danger is his passion, dog.
Oh, wow.
This dude got passion like no other, man. He just came down like, I'm not having this. You deserve to be here. Everybody deserves to be here. Everybody needs to stop down themselves. Like, yo, like the little golden moments like that, like that you see on tour. Like, even if, like, you know, some of the bad moments, even those bad moments were golden moments, though. They
It
were
was an
golden.
experience.
They were golden because it's like, man, this is what people like. There's certain things that you have to go to experience it. So when there's a little bit of tension going around and stuff, and like things get a little hot and heated, like if you could move past that, talk it out, reconcile the differences, and look at the big picture more than our own selfish, you know, not our own selfish, but our own, you know, personal
The
things,
emotion,
yeah.
it's the emotion.
So it's like, yo, it's to be, I don't know, it was such a like growing experience. It really was. Like, I got back here, I think I mentioned it on the first, the pre-show that we had,
Yeah.
that like I got back here, and I mean, I'm a DJ, I party. So like the house parties I'm going to, everybody's welcoming me like I'm a celebrity because I just got off tour. Like, oh, congratulations on your tour. I'm like, that felt surreal. Like, it was cool. Like,
The
just
love was
the
real.
love. Like, you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, how like a lot of artists are like, they feel isolated in Buffalo, but like, man, I didn't feel it that day. It was just like love, and it was love from everybody in town. Like, not just us, but other artists that perform that weren't on tour. You know, they wanna do stuff with me now. They wanna work with me now. They seen that the potential, and it's like, you know, man. Shout out to Jay Heat back there. You see some too. You know, we've been talking. That's all I'm gonna say. We've been talking though. And shout out to 716 Live, and shout out to you on your new position. Queen of the radio.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, we are coming. 716 Live is definitely going to be doing some amazing things in Buffalo. Shout out to Jay. I love that he welcomed me and just let me express myself and just be the best version of myself. Like, when you walk in here, you feel the difference. Like, there's no hate. It's just all love. It really is. Everyone who comes through the studio says the same thing. Like, it's a different type of vibe. And that's what, I mean, it's purposeful. It's purposeful. We want all the artists and musicians or whoever, if you're coming to have an event, just to feel as if, you know, you're welcome, because there's so much hate out in the world. Why keep pushing that? Right. So we're pushing a different experience up here at 716 Live, and we welcome everyone to come and join us. We do have a couple extra spots if you're looking to do a podcast, or if you want to record music, we have a recording, or you just want to have a listening event. I may let you borrow my pink couch. I don't know. That's right. But we are not going to leave you out. Talk to me about your experience.
Talk about Gator World.
Yeah, let's talk
I
about
want to
Gator
know
World.
about Gator World.
What is
'cause I ain't
Gator
gonna go.
World?
We get there, this man over there sending pictures of him and alligators.
You were not out there trying to wrestle with the gators,
Nah,
were
I
you?
did.
Oh.
I did.
Oh.
I was like, all right, I ain't sitting in the house with everybody else. Like, we gonna do something. I try to get Danger out the house. Danger was like, nah, you already out. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna come pick you up. He's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna go the next day. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went to Guitar Center because the previous gig we had, my amp had busted. So it was like, yo, it's gonna be a minute to fix this or look at it, whatever. So I was like, all right, let me just find out what's around here.
Shout
Down
out
the
Guitar
street-
Center.
Right, shout out to Guitar Center. Definitely came in clutch. But I went down the street and was just driving. What happens to be besides me? It was Gatorland. So I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and go in here. And they had gators bigger than me. And I was like, yo, if I fall in here, yo, I'm really gone. Like, I'm gone.
Oh.
And they had like these big old prehistoric dinosaurs that was just crazy. So I went in there, you know, had fun, took some pictures, wrestled some gators.
It was
Called Danger on FaceTime like, yo, bro, this is where I'm at. That's what we doing. He's like, yo, bring one back. I'm like, you gotta tell me that. We gonna find a way. You know what I'm
Have you ever
saying?
eaten gator? Have you ever eaten it before?
Yeah, I did.
It tastes like chicken.
It do. It's
Yeah,
really
it does
good.
taste like
It's
chicken.
really good.
Yeah, with the hot and spicy sauce.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. One of my favorite restaurants is called Papados. They don't have one here, but there's one in Chicago, and they.
That's where we're going. That's our next trip.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to Chicago.
Oh yeah, you got
On the next tour, we're going through Chicago.
I ain't eat no crocodile. I ain't
We're
no
gonna
gator.
eat, gonna eat some crocodile.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
But yeah, so did that. My favorite moment for me was probably when we was at the house and everybody was just pitching in like we needed food. People was offering to cook, and we all depended on one another and we held each other accountable. Like we made sure we was up, we made sure we washed up, we made like everybody was on it, like in their own lane, and
Nah,
people
facts.
stayed out the way. If somebody's feeling down, he's like, yo, here's a shot. You got to drink. You still feeling sick? Take 3 more.
You aren't sad now.
Yeah. You feel good yet? All right. Now we at the pool, you know, light up a little bit, swim. And we got John Wick back here with the tattoo on the back. Showing off, man.
Wait a minute,
I'm
who's John Wick?
like, you never seen that movie, John Wick?
Oh, of course.
They calling me John Wick.
Oh,
too.
you're
I
John
got a
Wick.
big ass
Okay.
tattoo on my back.
Mafia tattoo. Come on, man. So that was the best moment for me. And then obviously I love being on stage too. So playing with my brother, you know, that was our vibe outside of Buffalo when we have our stuff together and it was together. I could literally go in another room and he could be in another room and we'll know where we're gonna be at. And it's like twins just finishing each other's sentences. Like that's how we play. And that vibe and chemistry, we can go anywhere. And people be like, how long y'all been playing? Only for a year together? Y'all know each other like that? And dudes at my house like every week. And we always picking at each other like, okay, you don't know this, let me show you this, and vice versa. Or, you know what? Let's not play it this way. I know Dallas is, Vocero is tired of us playing.
Alexander.
That is not my name. Alex, on my license.
True heart.
But yeah, it's just the way we play music, you know, it reaches everybody. Like we could play one single note and make you cry.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna talk about Lindsay because she don't let me play no other bass besides my Rose Gold bass. Oh, you see my bag?
I've got one.
You said you see my bag?
I love it bad.
Oh, I thought
I
she said.
have rare footage of these guys taking literally like spoons and putting the pots in pan.
Lindsay, you have to send me the footage.
Yes, the
you
footage.
have to send me
We
the
were
footage.
literally just getting it. It was all pots and pans. It was the clean dishes.
Oh wow.
We don't
The
talk
vibe
about
is
those,
real.
Those bloopers.
Can I jump in real quick for the people that don't know exactly like what we did? Because I kind of like, because there's probably a lot of people that's tuning in that don't like, we're kind of talking about some of the gigs, but like, all right, so it started like this. We drove 1,000 miles to.
Yeah, talk about
Yeah, we gotta tell
Yeah.
what exactly happened. So we drove to how do you say it? Kissimmee?
Kissimmee.
I try. No matter how, 5 different ways I say it, it's always wrong. But so we go there. We got there. 1,100 miles. Yep, 1,100 miles. And then we got there, we checked in, probably I say like maybe 2 hours for everybody to kind of shower, get ready. Then we hit the road to do the podcast in Miami.
So
Shout
you
out to Danger
had
Project.
so you guys got there. Well, y'all got there. You guys is not politically correct. Y'all got there, and you had something to do right away.
Right away.
Yeah,
First day.
We got there.
First day.
Right out the gate. Yep.
Okay.
We basically just took showers, got ready, drove 3.5 miles to Miami.
Danza Project.
Yeah, shout out to Danza Project
Yeah.
for having us.
Dancer.
And then so
Okay.
we had that. That was the first night. The second night we was there, I think that was a chill day. That was for everybody to just decompress for a second, vibe out a little bit and stuff, and get ready, kind of prep a little bit for the next show the next day. Next day we were in Orlando. And Geek Easy in Orlando. And before we get into Orlando, let me just finish, because we still got to talk about Orlando and Tampa. But so we did Geek Easy the third night. The fourth night we went to Tampa, and then after Tampa, that was kind of like the band was leaving. I think you left too. I think you stayed. And so Tampa was kind of like the last kind of like show with all of us together. And then the next day after Tampa, we left. And on our way home, we did Atlanta. So it was like, that's why everybody was tired, because everybody in their mind was already programmed like, yo, I want to be home. I've been out here long enough. And and on top of it, that show, it was a later show. So, hence it being a strip club, so later show.
Yeah.
And so, once everyone got out, I think you said it, everybody was slumped. They were done. They were done. Except the few drivers for the long haul.
How'd you pick the drivers? Like,
Who got a
Whoever
license?
up,
Who got a license?
You good?
Who ready?
You got some time in? Let's go, big guy.
But what was cool?
Nah, but Yams drove most of the hours. He was
Shout
driving
out
big
me
shout
Yams.
out to I
Yams
am.
was going in. But what was cool is we all checked each other too.
Yeah.
If you was driving, the whole rest of the van was watching you, because we making sure your ass ain't going to
Yeah,
sleep.
you don't want to end up in a.
You ain't taking all of us out.
Yeah.
The band had it the easiest
You
way
flip
out.
over in the
in the
ditch
damn
somewhere.
car, yeah.
And now the alligators got you.
Flew us in, flew us
I went to
out.
sleep, woke up in Buffalo.
That's really.
Yeah, we had it good.
I remember one time Lindsay was like, "Fee, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Then I was like, "Yeah, Yams, you might have to come over here." This ain't it, big dog.
Shout out Liz on a flight ticket.
Yeah, the
Oh,
band
okay.
flew. They flew, and we all went in the van.
Even though I
Okay.
hope, even though.
Yeah, Armani wanted to go drive with us. He was looking like a sad puppy. When we
I know, no, I didn't
followed
know.
us like 30
No,
minutes.
No, he was.
Behind our van.
He closed that door, all sad.
What did that look like?
We had 13 bags, suitcases.
And band
Where'd you
equipment.
put 'em?
I'm gonna try to
Like,
find
what-
it.
Okay,
And with us.
What were you driving?
A Sprinter van.
Chevy 3500.
Wow.
Yeah, they took
I
all
gotta
the
find this
gear.
photo.
We
I
had to
gotta
play
find this photo.
Tetris in the back.
Yeah, so that was the drums, the keyboard,
All the instruments,
the amps,
and our luggage.
and the
And
bags.
some of the musicians' luggage too.
I took my bass on the plane. I didn't trust him.
It was a lot. But this is true. Armani was sad when we left. We saw him through the rear view, and he's like standing in the middle of the He followed us like
My baby is gone. My keyboard is never coming back.
Nah, that
I'm
was
trying to
definitely
find
because
the photo.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to that, because everybody being on the road and stuff like that. So I definitely was looking forward to that. But I would much rather would take the plane. I'm not gonna lie, because I hate road trips.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
too.
There it
Like-
goes.
Hummer limousine. And you all of us in there. And that'd be comfortable.
Yeah,
There it go. I got it.
Nah, we need a tour bus.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
Right there.
Most
We need a tour
definitely.
bus. A limousine
This is
ain't
couldn't-
gonna do it.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do the
We need a
road trip.
stretch. It's a whole. We grown ass men.
Y'all
Start
ready?
fundraising ASAP. I wanna see another 1,000-mile tour. I wanna come on the road a couple of times for
Maybe
Hype
the opposite
716
direction.
Live. Yeah. Okay.
go.
Kansas City's 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, Chicago's only 328.
Yeah, we stop in Chicago.
28.
Whole city, bro. There's a lot in
Chicago-
Kansas City, bro. I used to live out there.
Yeah.
There's some stuff out there, man.
Yeah.
1,000-mile tour.
And we could just go different states. It can add
That's
up to
what
1,000
add up to
miles.
this. That's what I thought was going on.
Ohio, we could hit all those. Yeah.
That's when I first saw it. That's what I thought happened. That you guys were going to different states, and it was gonna all add up.
Now it's
Unbeknownst to
there.
me. Unbeknownst to me.
2,200-mile tour.
Before that, we drove 3.5 hours to Miami and back.
Yeah. We're probably like almost probably like 2,500
Drive.
miles.
Talk
Probably
about
like
dead.
3,000. Probably like 3,000.
We went to Atlanta.
The
Drive-
3,000-mile tour.
It was 3,000 miles while we hit up on that train.
That stringer broke.
Would you do
That
it
joint ain't
again?
working no more.
Yeah.
You would do it again?
I'm ready.
Oh, for sure.
Like Danger said, I'm ready right now.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Ready to go?
I just like I said,
I
like,
was ready to go when we got back.
Yeah.
A couple days off and right back at it.
My financial situation was a little different. I'm like,
Yeah, nah. Maybe we had to look at your bank account. Yeah.
I hear you.
I think we can go
That
this
shit
time.
sent me back.
These
So-
dudes call me
so-
like, you ready to go again?
That's why it is so important to support your artists and your musicians here in Buffalo. If you like their music, send them a cash app sometimes. Send those dollars, those nickels and dimes add up, and it allows them to be able to do and show up and show out for your city, Buffalo, New York. I want to see more of the talent that I see coming up in Buffalo. Just get outside of Buffalo to do, because it's an entirely different experience when you can venture outside of your norm. You get to see things, it helps you grow. You can pick up on some things because every city is not the same. The sound is not the same. Buffalo has its own unique sound, just like Atlanta has a sound. Everybody has their own sound. And sometimes you can collaborate. Like, that's what it's all about, networking and getting outside of your norm.
Maximum exposure.
Yes, Phils, exactly. And I see a lot of talent that never leaves Buffalo. You want to be Buffalo famous.
Yo, why you gonna laugh?
They just wanted to be the big fish in the pond.
That
Yeah,
pause
you
was
wanna be
everything.
bitter.
It's like Buffalo famous pause.
Yeah.
It's almost as if you stagnate yourself. You know, you limit yourself. You put yourself in a box. You know what I mean? And you're right. When you go out there, you just get different experience. You heard everything, the road, the time.
Yeah.
To kind of bounce off what Spill said, yo, you remember what you told me during the first photo shoot?
I do not.
The first photo shoot that we took for the 1,000-mile tour. It was like the original one, and I was down that day. I wasn't myself that day. And this dude came up to me. He said, "Man, you see this right here? You got to maximize every opportunity and get everything that you can from it." And I can't remember what was the photographer's name. He was kind of bouncing off you too.
Yeah, Errol.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Like, and it was just like, yo, I seen that, and I'm just like, man. Ever since you told me that day, I was like, man, every single type of thing. Like, what little things could I what little things could I uncover in this opportunity? Not just like the big picture opportunity of just like performing, but what kind of bonds and connections that you could get from the other people that's in the room.
Yes.
You know?
Because everyone you meet it's a connection for a reason. It's once your mind is open.
Who are the
see
J
that.
Heats behind the camera?
Oh, that's
Welcome to 716 Live, the livest show on the planet. I'm your host, Michelle Visa.
And I'm your host, Dylan.
This season of 716 Live is going to be phenomenal.
That's right. We got more artists, more music, more events, more everything you love here at the 716 Live. Y'all know how we get down.
Exactly. We're going to be keeping you updated on all the events going on throughout the city. Make sure you tune in live every Thursday on 716live.com.
Tune in to 716 Live.
The 716 Live. This is a major platform.
Hey, yo, get 716 Live.
Salute 716 Live. 716 Live.
Come to 716 Live and talk that motherfucking shit.
DJ Band.
What's going on, people?
Bandana.
716 Live Radio, DJ Bandana Black. Welcome back for another edition of the Bandana Black Show right here on 716 Live Radio. Today we got a super special guest all the way here live from Atlanta. Had to stop through 716 Live studios. You already know when you come to Buffalo, you got to come here and, you know what I'm saying, check with us. Check with us, check with the people and all that. We got the homie Young LA. What's going on?
I mean, you know, when you come to the town, like, you ain't moving around unless you come holler at 716. Like,
Definitely.
I'm just putting you down, clown. You feel me? I'm here by way of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the way in the town. I'm feeling Buffalo. Like, you know what I mean? It's like flew in Thursday. I got here like at probably like 12:30 a.m. And when I landed, we went straight to a joint. Some Caribbean joint.
Caribbean Experience on Bailey?
Yeah, it was on Bailey.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did you get a Jamaican beef patty?
Nah, I actually didn't get no food. It was more like Neho.
Like
it was more like bottles of Neho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how that night went.
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? And then
See, I was
left.
turned.
Yeah, I mean, like, so this my first time being to the town, Buffalo.
okay.
I've been to New York several times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my family from Long Island. Like,
yeah, you were telling me that. That's crazy.
I got like 500 family members in Long Island. Shout out to Dooney. Shout out my cousin Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ada. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Long Island. You know what I mean? It's all love. But not to cut you off. So after we leave the experience, I end up at an after hour. I don't know where I was. I'm just giving
That's
you
a good after hours. You don't know where you was at?
I'm just giving you my introduction of your town, where you from. This is like my experience. This is my first experience here. So I ended up in the after hour joint.
All right.
When I walked out the joint, the sun was up. So, you know, like, I don't even do this shit at home, my nigga. Like,
That's how you had a good time.
Yeah, I don't even do that at home in Atlanta, though. Like,
oh, wow.
Nah, for sure. I'm in the house like, nigga, I might be in the house at 7:30, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right after traffic, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing my experience with the people of the town in Buffalo. That's how I came in and was introduced, y'all. I went to the Caribbean. I ended up at an after-hour joint. I ended up behind the bar, actually being a bartender at the joint.
That's what I'm talking about.
I ended up on top of the bar, you know what I'm saying? And when I walked out, that motherfucker, the sun was up. So shout out to the town. Let's do it, baby. Memorial Day weekend. High vibrations, baby.
See, Buffalo, I appreciate that, man. He came here, he got good things, had a good time, all that, man, definitely. So you went back to back. As soon as you got off the flight, just back to back, just busy. So I know you. You just seem like you just fully energetic. Like you ain't just did nothing. Like you've been back to back, just turned it up, ready. How is the weather difference between here and Atlanta? Would you say? Was it the same?
Nah, it was kind of like I kind of got like a slick. You know how it is when you go to the different weather, different time zones. You kind of get sick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not like sick, but you got to take some Dayquil or something. Or, you know. Theraflu, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? But you got to do that. And so the difference was basically y'all get cold at night, and it's like super duper hot in Atlanta. Like,
at night it's hot there too?
It's dumb hot. Like
we
got on hoochie daddy shorts at night. You feel me?
That's not even cool.
Hey man, so you know it's hot if you can wear hoochie daddy shorts. You feel me? All night.
Hell yeah.
But you couldn't do that up here because I tried it. You feel me? That's why I got the sniffle and got my man Soprano and shit giving me Dayquil and shit.
Definitely, definitely. Speaking about Atlanta, with the music and all that too, like I said, I grew up on the music. I remember the Ain't I remember DJing that, and I remember listening to it first and actually DJing it. The experience of when, you know what I'm saying, you go with the Ain't I, that you might switch into that whole era of just music. I know you have other hits, other records and stuff like that too, and I know like I'm the type of person where like I like to talk about the past, but more so what I got going on now in the present, all that too. So just give them a quick little, not a quick little background about your music and the things that you have accomplished. I know you were, we probably know you more so from being signed, I guess, Grand Hustle T.I. Was that your initial introduction into music? Was that when you first started, or how did you start with music? I know I just asked a lot of questions too. My bad.
I just ate one of these Mike and Ike.
Oh yeah, gotta do it.
My family from Long Island, so my auntie Jo, she was a hip hop artist. Her and my auntie Shorty.
Yeah.
And it was like a girl group. So basically, like their style was hip hop. You know, it wasn't like Southern rap. And my auntie Jo wrote my first rap.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was dope. Her name was JoJo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her name Joanna Savage, but when she rapped, she go by JoJo.
Yeah.
They had a little intro for Greg Street and everything.
Oh shit.
But I was young as hell. Like I probably was in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she wrote my first joint. I rap all night and I rap all day to the homies on the side. Say, go Lilo, go Lilo. Go Lilo. I used to do that rap like in elementary everywhere I go. Like that was my first time being introduced to bars actually with it wrote down, and it just made me fall in love with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was a child.
Yeah.
I looked up to my auntie. She the coolest auntie because she already rapped. You know what I'm saying? But her style of rap, she liked the Jamaican music. So she turned me on to Elephant Man, Bougie Banton. I used to watch the Jamaican battles. You know what I'm saying? When they used to be on stage battling, and so I come from that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I'm a real fabric of of the culture, you know what I'm saying, of real hip hop. Yeah.
That's crazy that you said that, like how she had like all that different type of music and stuff. Because my next question was gonna be like, how did you get your unique style? Because I remember like growing up just watching like the different YouTube videos and stuff like that too. Like just the stuff that you was doing. Like you was really the first person to do it. You was the first person I see to do it. Like even like with the whole like when you was on like the whole little bow, all that. I'm like, yo, what is this nigga talking about? Like he dressing weird and shit like that. And then like years later, everybody was doing it. So how did you? When I was thinking like, how did you do it? But it's probably because you were so introduced to such different stuff so young. But how did you get your so different than everybody else?
I mean, I think it's just something that developed. I think I always was like in school, like a kid that, you know how it is, you know, like a kid that stand out.
Yeah.
I used to wear my pants backwards to school, trying to be like crisscross, you know what I'm saying? Had to call my mom, like, he got his pants on backwards, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was in elementary, you know what I'm saying? I used to perform got pictures of me performing in like elementary school at, I think you were in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And you know how you go in the cafeteria and you have like the 3rd grade come, the 4th grade come, 5th grade sitting over there. I used to be the student who's performing. I used to get up there and perform Hammer. No, I was just a fan of, you know, all the stuff I mimic as a kid, you know what I'm saying, watching growing up.
Okay, so you the real deal. Okay. So with the music, let them know some of the projects and stuff that you have out as of recently, like maybe like in the last couple of years, and some of the stuff that you may have upcoming.
Okay, right now I got the new single out. Like I said, I've been home 150 days, you feel me? So like to me, I feel like I hit the ground just running. Like I feel like I just been running for 150 days.
Yeah.
Cause you know when you first come home from prison, you're trying to get yourself together, your personal stuff. You know you got your family, your kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting my personal stuff together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the midst of me getting all my personal stuff together, you know, music is my passion.
Yeah.
So that is my personal stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like so, you know, I just hit the ground running, and basically, I just was. But you know what was different for me this time? Because, you know, I've been disconnected from, like, the mainstream because, like, once I wasn't with Interscope and Grand Hustle, like, I just went totally independent. Yeah. So a lot of my fans was used to seeing me in the mainstream light because, you know, I was signed to a major label artist and I was signed to a major independent. Yeah. That was 2 deals at one time.
Oh, damn.
Grand Hustle and Interscope. Oh. So I'm in a situation with 2 cream of the crop companies, you know what I'm saying? This at the time when Tip is like one of the biggest artists in the world. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Jimmy Iovine, them, they got, this is when the 50 Aftermath going on. You had Keisha Cole, you know what I'm saying? You had Soulja Boy, you had Black Eyed Peas, you had a lot of big dogs at Interscope. Mm-hmm. So basically just saying, once I went independent, basically the grind was just different, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you ain't got the budgets and the deals, you know what I'm saying? They keep you TV, all the front cover stuff my fans, you know, used to be seeing. Yeah. So it's just like, I went on my independent run, you feel me? And when you're doing that, it take a lot more, you know what I'm saying? It take a lot more energy, you gotta assert more, you know what I'm saying? You don't got a machine, so when you sleep, ain't no machine working. You gotta assert yourself, you gotta be your manager, you gotta wear 10 hats, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
So basically, I've been doing that like for the last 7 years, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, I thank the rap guys, you know what I'm saying? First I thank the Almost All High, you know what I'm saying? Then I thank the rap guys, because it's like, I came out with a record so big, you know what I'm saying? We almost at like 10 million sold, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm at 7 million on Ain't I right now, you know what I'm saying? And I came from an era that was real sales. Like I didn't do streams or nothing. Like you actually had to go buy the album or you had to download the album, like shit like that. So
that's crazy.
So you know, yeah, basically. So hold on. So what was I hitting on though right now?
I know you were saying the difference between you were signed to the major independent.
Yeah. So basically, I said I thank the rap guys because like I came out with a single so big that I never stopped getting money.
That's definitely
like,
a
even though I didn't go like when mainstream was over with, I kept getting money.
Yeah.
Like even when I separated from T.I. and Grand Hustle, you know what I'm saying, and chose to go my way, just as, you know, self-elevation, you know what I'm saying, self-preservation. You know, you elevate, you start at one spot, you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is. You go to that spot for a season, you get what you need out that season, and you grow. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody should do, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a good, you know, CEO or businessman, you know what I'm saying, that's higher up in the food chain, then you should understand that, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you should want,
evolution, that's what you're supposed to want, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing, and it was like I say, the rap guys gave me a joint that it still get played in every club across the world today. You know what I'm saying? I'm still banging checks down off Ain't I? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, basically like I never, even though I went in the limelight, I've been working. I've been booking shows. I do probably 50 to 100 shows a year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Small town. I do the Chitlin circuit. I don't leave no money on the floor.
That's
I do
smart.
Savannah, Georgia. I do Macon, Georgia. I do Backwoods. I do, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand the grind. I understand the value of a dollar, and I understand at the end of the day, you know, we do this to be well off. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing something I love to do, and I'm making and I'm earning off of it, I don't care if I'm earning $1,000 a show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing 100 of them joints a year. You know what I'm saying? I made 100. You know what I'm saying? Just through something I love to do. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah, that's definitely game. One thing I want to ask you also too, that I know a lot of other artists wonder, when you had the hit Ain't I, did you know it was a hit, or how do you know a record is a hit? Like when you had Ain't I, did you know what was gonna do what it did?
Nah, like I don't go in the studio and try to make hits. Like I never go in the studio saying I'm finna make a hit. Like I don't think nobody really does that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just feelings. You know what I'm saying? And you go, you catch a good vibe, you connect with the vibe, you connect with the energy. It's a high vibration, and then that's how hits come out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So with Ain't I, it was just like that was a neighborhood record. That shit wasn't like no mainstream hit. That shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that shit started in the Coco Loco. Like these clubs where you gotta have your stick on you. Like,
oh shit.
Okay, this a club like this in Coco Loco. I'm from Thomasville Heights Project. This is Zone 3. You know what I'm saying? You got Zone 6 niggas, you got Zone 3 niggas, you got Inglewood Projects, you got Lila Valley Projects, you got Thomasville Heights Projects, you got Four Season Projects. Like all us hung in one club. So every nigga who from different projects, you know everybody got their sticks. That's what I'm saying. Ain't I started in an environment like that.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It started in the trenches, the belly of the beast. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Herndon Home got they sticks. Hey man, these folk got they. You know the kind of club like when you somebody in the street, you a neighborhood superstar. You know nigga get in with they pole.
Yeah, and if you know everybody got,
Man,
that's a
you
different.
know how this shit go, bro. You know what I'm saying? This the same lingo all over the world, bro. This shit go on everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? The lingo we talking, my boy, is universal. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
So we talking real nigga lingo. So I started like that, and the Ain't I just was catching. But I started with my neighborhood. But I was known in Atlanta because I was from Atlanta Public Housing Authority, which is the projects in Atlanta. So you know, if you a project nigga, then you know other project niggas. So I had already been popularized through Atlanta Public Housing. Okay. These are big communities with over 1,000 of people inside black gates and brick apartments.
So you was already kind of lit pretty much.
I was lit in the projects.
That's dope.
So basically, I had little music and shit that used to be in every project. You know what I'm saying? And niggas used to play my shit. Then I'll pop up at Coco Loco and perform my shit. And everybody singing it because I'm a project nigga who walked to Inglewood. I go to Lila Valley. I go to Summer Hill. Like, everybody know me.
That's dope.
They know me for dressing and being a player and fucking with the bitches. You feel me? I always been ahead of the curve and been different. Had a mohawk at 15 years old. Like, you know, this shit that we was doing, like, I seen Kent do this shit first, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Kenny Barty, he just came home from doing the 12. Kenny Barty, a real nigga. ABG, he 9 Deuce, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a 9 Deuce bro, but he, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he's a good guy, good character, and like, he was the first nigga I seen rock the mohawk.
Oh, so I forgot about the mohawk.
Yeah, so this shit was getting done. Like, niggas think I'm a creative player. I'm not a fucking creative player. Like, none of this shit is a gimmick or nothing. Like, this just me being me. I don't care to act tough or none of that. I don't care to, I know where I come from. I come from Atlanta Public Housing Authority. If you've been to Atlanta, Georgia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a sewer rat. You feel me?
Definitely. With the music also too, would you say that I know you said that you took more like the independent route right now compared to when you were on a major, when you were back then? What would you say is the biggest pros and cons?
I love being independent because now I get to control my destiny. Like, you can't tell me when to drop a single. If I want to drop one today and drop one tomorrow, that's what I do. You can't tell me I can't book 3 shows in a day. If I feel like I can do that as a man and I feel like, you know, my energy high and that's what God gonna, because I only can do what he allowed. And if he allowed it, then I do 3 shows, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got total control. So basically on this time, coming back up, I'm able to do shit like I'm doing right now with the Jetson family, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to come to the town and touch real niggas. I ain't got no manager saying, oh, bro, you know you got to stay in the hotel to goddamn summer. Nigga, I don't want to stay in no motherfucking hotel, man. I want to go see some young fine shit. I want to go to the block. I want to go back to some Lou Lee Blunts who got the real gas. Like, I move around in every city I go, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is universal. So it's just like, just being, you know how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, so... You know.
Where would you say one of your best performances as far as like cities? It doesn't have to be like the best city, but where would you have like one of the most most fun experiences?
I mean, I like to rip the runway. You feel me? When I did New York, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I got to
okay.
see niggas like Buster. You know what I'm saying? I got to see niggas that I grew up fans of. Like I was in not groupie mode, but
Yeah.
I was starstruck. You know what I'm saying? It was certain niggas that I met in the industry that I was starstruck over. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like. Especially the GOATs, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta get to New York, though.
I think like nigga mean Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, you know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
Like that,
damn.
you know, that shit hit different for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, woo-ha, woo. Like I'm right here next to Busta, so that's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of the culture, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm a fabric. I am the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I know earlier you were telling me also, too, that you're sort of a Dipset fan also, too. That you listen.
I grew up on Dipset.
Yeah, grew up on Dipset. We definitely can relate to that. You said you-
Santana man, bandana man, what the boy Jimmy say? I'm in the coop relaxing, and we've been seen in Aspen, you know, and we've been seen in Aspen with the coop collapsing. Yeah, like I grew up on them niggas. Like I
Okay.
know the verses all the way down to like So.
Definitely. You ain't go with like the known gym or something like that too. So I know you've been listening.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, them niggas move me. Like we used to wear our bandanas. I was just talking to Shannon the other day, like, nigga, who used to wear their bandana like Santana? They used to
Hell
call me
yeah.
Santana man, bandana man.
That's how I got the name because of Joel Santana.
Well, we used to call Thomasville, the projects I'm from, we used to call it
Mhm.
Harlem. Like, all right, so I'm from Thomasville Heights. So this project right here, before Season, which is you know what I'm saying, it's a Crip neighborhood now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But Thomasville right here, Four Seasons across the street, they both projects. So I used to call Four Seasons New Orleans, and I used to call Thomasville Harlem. Because the brick buildings in Thomasville, it was the straight up red clay joint. So
Oh, okay.
that made me feel like on some, you know, New York grimy, on the
Yeah.
stoop type shit.
I get what
But
you're
when
saying.
you went through Four Seasons, it was made like on some New Orleans type, dangerous ass apartment
Yeah.
type shit. You know, on some southern like
Yeah.
Baton Rouge type shit.
That had to be different.
Yeah. So I used to, on all my first mixtape joints, I used to be like Thomasville Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Dip South. We even had some shit called Dip South. We even took it to that point.
Oh, sweet.
We just used to be doing that shit in the neighborhood because them niggas was hot. You feel me?
Definitely. And like with the music also too, what you saying you doing like I know you said you do like a lot of shows, a lot of traveling also too.
Mm-hmm.
So with the people that's listening, where can they follow you? Like as far as make sure you say like your Instagram.
I just fuck with Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I said that's where you're gonna find me the first at. So it's at YoungLA_, YUNGLA_.
Oh, I'm happy you kept it simple too, because some people.
Man, I don't got all them goddamn social media thing, man. The label be telling you need a TikTok, man. I don't need all this shit.
Yeah, I
you
can't
feel
do
me?
TikTok.
I need one platform that I can launch from, and all my people and my following know I'm there, and that's how I'm rocking. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I'm making my rules with this shit, B. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no right or wrong way. Like I'm just living life, and I'm just through the experience and through mistakes and doing shit the wrong way, and sometimes doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking up, like all that. Like I'm prepared for this shit. I know what I'm doing. So
Definitely. I definitely appreciate you even like I said, stopping through, kicking it with me anytime that you do come through. Like I said, whatever we could do, wherever I'm at, you could definitely stop through. But could we possibly maybe get some bars, a quick something, say something to the people real quick?
yeah, it's all good, cause you know we in NY, so you know how it go.
Definitely, I just felt that we should do that. We got the whole little real interview joint going on. This is actually my second show with this station. I just joined the station that we on right now called 716 Live Radio.
Congratulations, King.
Yeah, I just started Friday. It was my first time. So I know it's short notice and everything with you guys coming up and all that, but we definitely gonna definitely do that if we can get maybe a couple bars or something for you from the people.
High vibrations, that's what it is.
Definitely.
This aloe juice though, I'm on this shit all summer.
That shit good as hell.
I'm on this and water all summer. Like I don't know who making these joints right here.
Hell yeah.
But I need to come see y'all. I need my own drink. Like I'm telling you right now, I know I'm the first rapper to go up. Aloe Vine.
Y'all
Come
hear me?
see me. Y'all talking about something. For real.
That shit good as hell.
Popped up with the guap on me, whip popped up with the top off it. This a hot 12 like hot coffee, nigga name buzzing like 4 wasses. Got enough syrup to cover 10 waffle. Leaning, I ain't got good posture. Sleeping good on a Tempur-Pedic. California nigga had to king it. I'm spending jail bars while these niggas singing, niggas still wishing like I dream of Gina. Remember when I used to eat Vienna? Remember when shit was hard for me? Pocket gel was pretty, none of them. I say, remember when time was hard for me? Pocket gel was pretty, none of them bitches ugly. The bitch acting brand new, she gel was fucking. Crunching munch, that bitch gel was munching.
Okay. That part did you say, remember when I used to eat Vienna?
Yeah, remember when I used to eat Vienna? You know what I'm saying?
I used to eat those too in the little can joint. And that shit used to be good as hell with the crackers.
Remember when
I thought it was just me, so I wasn't poor for it.
Remember when times was hard for me? Now my pocket's pretty, bitch, it just was ugly. My pocket, she acting brand new, she gel with faking. Crunching money, that bitch gel with munching. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, bars on bars, you know what I'm saying? I do that, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm a fan of the culture, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait. Popped up with the guap on me, whip popped up with the top off it. This a hot 12 like hot coffee. Nigga name buzzing like 4 walls. It got enough syrup to cover 10 waffle. Nigga leaning, I ain't got good posture. Hold on. I got enough syrup to cover 10 waffle. Nigga leaning, I ain't got good posture. Sleeping good on a Tempur-Pedic. California nigga had the king it. Hold on. Hold on right quick.
Okay.
I'm spitting jail bars while these niggas singing, niggas still wishing like I'm spitting jail bars while these niggas singing, niggas still wishing like I dream of Genie. Remember when I used to eat Baiina? Remember when time was hard for me? Now my pocket pretty, bitch, jail was ugly. You feel me? She acting brand new, she jail was fucking. Crunching, man, that bitch jail was munching. For sure, I fuck with the town. I fuck with you, King.
I like that. I appreciate that.
I love you, B.
Definitely. It's DJ Bandana Black, 716
I'm in
Live
here with
Radio.
the Jetson family. Hold on. I ain't gonna go no further because it's high vibrations to my left right now. You feel me? There's a lot of real shit going on, a lot of real nigga shit going on in the building. You know, I'm gonna pass the mic and let niggas say who they is, but I'm in here with Prano, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here with the Moon Man and the Jetson family, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in here with Conway, little brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, we getting busy, you know what I'm saying? Bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie, don't play with the boy Nick right now.
Definitely.
Respect
Get well,
his
Conway,
neck
too.
and respect his chick. Hello.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. Slapping is your free slime. Saint Soprano in the building, Black Forbes list, and we here with the Jetsons. You already know what it is.
Man, you already know the vibes. Big drum work, big Griselda, man. Shots on my, we in this shit, man. You already know how we rocking, man. Shout out to DJ Bandana Black.
Definitely appreciate you coming through.
For sure. Dorian J. Black's Forbes list, man. Big Dubs, man. Shout out to bro from the town to the A, man.
Definitely. Dorian J was good. 716 Live Radio. Make sure
Big shout out 716 Live Radio.
Let them know about the what was dropping or what just
Meet
dropped.
the Jetsons. Meet the Jetsons drops in the middle of next month. Meet the Jetsons, that's Black Forbes' label compilation. And then me and Dorian project, the Can't Sit With Us project, drops at the end of next month.
Okay,
so
cool.
we got the whole summer just ready to relax with us. Get y'all a nice car.
Summer's
get you a
on
nice
lock.
vibe.
It's locked up for the rest of the year. You see what I'm saying? We moving around. We linking. Infinity links. You know what I'm saying? We stretching our arms left and right. We building up. We building in vertically. That means we build up and we build forward. We build our people up. And we know when to stretch our arms to the right and the left to make the bridge. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to make the bridge. Everybody's not worthy of the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them trick you.
Catch up, though. We in the future.
Yeah, we in the future. Futuristic Leland, Elroy Jetson, Mr. Elroy, you know what I'm saying? In here with the Jetson family. That's it right now on all platforms. My new single is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can just go type it in. That's it. Video will be out, I think, Tuesday. I got the album before the album coming with Zaytoven. Shout out to Zay Ziggy, my baby. What's up, baby?
My favorites right there.
You know what I'm saying? But we got the album before the album, and then we got the movie coming, Lil Leland, in which my debut album will be the soundtrack to the movie Lil Leland. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my fans always like, damn, we never got the debut album, but you so big and gigantic. Like, how you this big and you know this for the culture, and you never dropped the album, you know? Everything happened in timing. I used to be mad about this shit when I was young until I started to grow and start to develop, start to evolve, and know it's all about timing, you know what I'm saying? And he allowed, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I done did a lot for the culture, but it's be my first time dropping an album, but it's coming with the movie, you know what I'm saying? So
that's sweet.
My debut album will actually be a soundtrack to Lil Leland, you know what I mean? So pull up on me, Instagram at YoungLA_. It's litty. Like my man said, we got the rest of the year locked all the way down.
Definitely. 716 Live Radio, we out.
Yo, shout out to 716 Live, man. Keep rocking on. You heard me? Yeah.
What's going on? 716 Live.
See, we out here 716 is live. It's your boy Shice Bubs. We out here 716 Live.
716 Live. Buffalo on a rise. 716 Live.
716 we lit. 716 we live. 716 that's it. Show you how we gon' ride. 716, 716, 716, 716, 716, we lit. 716, we live. 716, we live. Gotta hustle all day to survive. Monty got his own damn show now. Hit me up if you ever need a ride. Who real, who fake, you decide. Get it right, don't happen overnight. Make a plan that can change your life. But it's really gonna take you some time. They ask how I've been, I'm doing fine. They ask what I'm doing, never mind. I gotta go, I gotta skate, I'm on the grind. 716, pick a side. 716 on the rise. East side, west side, from the north to the south. More money, less violence, that's all it's about. 716, where the life is one's out. 716, my city drop bomb. 716, live.com on Thursday. We got the live show. He hit me up, yo, it's time to go. They don't believe him, it's time to show him. 716, we lit. 716, we live. You rockin' with Young Monty. I'ma show you how we lit. 716, we live. 716, that's it. I'ma show you how we gon' ride. 716, 716.
Real nigga, I can never hate. I just want the cake, fast, slow money, more money, buy some real estate. Fuck niggas, bitch, we young nigga. I'ma hold it down, never change. I'm the same nigga with no one around. They ain't been what I've been through. They ain't into what I'm into. Spin your top when I spin through. Give a fuck I've been through. Ain't got no time for that whole shit. It's all me, oh shit. Sliding on me, that's bullshit. When it's war like low shit, this street shit, they playing with it. When it come to money, I'm playing with it. Eat another bag, but I play with it. Secure the bag and I'ma stay with it. Don't fuck with niggas that change up. Where the fuck was you when I was chained up? Fuck the past, I done came up. Now they bringing my name up. All the hoes call me Titty Boy. The young nigga got 2 chains. Every verse put hard work. Would've thought a nigga had a whip game. Came home, ain't shit changed. No bullshit, I got right to it. Don't speak on it, you ain't been through it. Cause 100 shots go right through it. Yeah, I got some bullets with your name on it. Yeah, in the streets I put your frame on me. Yeah, if you don't know, you about to know now. I'm the hottest in the city. Real nigga, I can never hate. I just do what they can. Fast, slow money, more money. Buy some real estate. Fuck niggas, bitch, we young nigga. I'ma hold it down, never change. I'm the same nigga with no one around. Real nigga, I can never hate. I just do what they can. Fast, slow money, more money. Buy some real estate. stay. Fuck niggas, bitch, we young, nigga. I'ma hold it down, never change. I'm the same nigga when no one around.
Ready? I don't think you ready. I don't think you ready.
Yo, Heat, you ready? Yo, Heat, you ready? 716 Live in the motherfucking building.
I don't think you ready. I don't think you ready. I don't think you ready.
Let's go.
I don't think you're ready for the drama that I bring. Never been a hoe, but I've been a lot of things. I don't do the most, and I'm never on the scene. But I see you getting closer, you gotta let me breathe. Got a man at the bill, so you gotta chill. Tryna cop a feel, cause I know it's boys shoot to kill. Though I'm looking like a meal in these hills, I don't think your appetite is enough for you to keep up. A lot of lust flowing in the cup. I'm keeping the pinky up, but the rim is starting to creep up. Sneak up, creep up. Vision getting blurred, but I see you in the cup. Know you wanna swerve, but I'm thinking it's a dud. Even though I got the urge, it ain't never been enough. I ain't never been a perv, but you make me wanna fuck. Even though I'm not a nerd, getting brain is a must.
Now you got me tipsy. It's like one of them. Got me surrounded by some girlies. That wasn't my man, my man. And that's when I saw those. And you shook my hand. Understand. I wasn't trying to get involved in no situation.
Hey yo, ain't doing nothing for no one. Yo, cause y'all be running for that one. Giving up your ribs for the wood. You know the type chick neglecting their kids for that wood.
I'm getting dog for that wood. Loose pussy, you wishing you had your walls for that wood, huh? Now you laying on your back for that wood, but you's a rider, so you sleeping in the trap for that wood, right? Y'all hoes be getting changed for the wood. Fucking clowns forgetting he just a lame with a wood. Like, swear you giving brains to a wood. Your head plain if you spit, don't strangle that wood, though. We ain't the same on the wood. Pussy good enough for him to tap my name on his wood, huh? Got him going dumb for the box. Cat stupid, got him feeling like a rump in this box. He in different lanes with the box. You still fucking in exchange for change for your box. So I'ma keep it sane in this box. And if I wanted to, it ain't it out the names I could try. You chicks talking what you do with the wood, but I'm the type to get sued because the poon too good. Misunderstood, cause I'm hood with a little classy. We ain't the same. I'm intermediately nasty. This how the cash be. I'm sitting on something. This pussy bustin' like a rainstorm. So while you're talking about all the things you do for this shit, I'm a hood bitch. I ain't making moves for no dick. I ain't making moves for no dick. I ain't making moves for no dick.
Yo, JD, you ready? Yeah. 716 Live in the building.
I'm trying to chase this money, I'm so upset. Only thing that concerns me is cash and checks. Not worry about them haters, I'm not upset. Been grinding my whole life, I'm feeling blessed. I'm trying to chase this money, I'm so upset. Only thing that concerns me is cash and checks. Not worry about them haters, I'm not upset. Been grinding my whole life, I'm feeling blessed. Not worried about nobody, I'm on my own. Getting high, riding like I'm Rolling Stone. Hanging with the mob.
Yeah, I'm so obsessed. The only thing I really care about is cash in this check. And I know exactly why all my haters upset. Mad it ain't them, so they hang on the neck. You ain't talking money, better saving your breath. If you really wanna get it, nigga, save it the checks. Another hour, another dollar, you ain't getting no rest. If you really say you bout it, nigga, put it to test. I ain't chasing this money, get up out of my way. Rolling the smoke, it gets thrown to the face. Chasing the bag and I blow it away. Making it back and I blow it away. Thinking about money when I wake up. All night, all day, gotta stay in. No soup, but a nigga about to blaze up. Got niggas in the cup like a razor. If you owe me money, better pay up. If your money low, better raise up. Right to the haters, they don't phase up. Obsessed with the money, get you kicked up, nigga.
I'm trying to chase this money, I'm so obsessed. Only thing that concerns me is cash and checks. Not worry about them haters, I'm not upset. Been grinding my whole life, I'm feeling blessed. I'm trying to chase this money, I'm so obsessed. Only thing that concerns me is cash and checks.
Yeah. Psycho to God. No break. But I see you. You're friends, man.
Whoa, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Bitches, psycho, tell 'em, turn up. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. These bees mad, I'm buzzing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Bitch to that pussy, I'm coming. I'm strapped up like I'm fucking. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Phone ringing, your bitch, your pets, fucking sex, she bugging. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I pull up in the whip, make a slave start running. Niggas thought I lost it, but I found it like Columbus. 100-round drummer, leave your house looking haunted. I'm smoking on the loud, you hear my Dutch screaming. That bitch think she cold, but her brain freezing. I'ma give money like Jane Hard and Adidas. I just bought me a gun, same height as Medea. I got this shit, you don't got an idea. Friends transform, fuck them like pawn. Shit can get ugly like a fresh cold saw. I be coolin' though. I'm so fly, I make a bitch pigeon-toed.
This ain't a movie, no take two. I fade fools when I make moves. It's my life, fuck what they choose. This the jungle, I turn you cowards to hate food. You hate who, I advise you cowards to play cool. Cause these guns do whatever I say to. And I ain't really up for games, this ain't play school. Or you niggas was screaming peace when I came through. Don't blame me for that faggot telling his main move. I live the street code, homie, I'ma stay true. Bang, bang.
I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. These bees mad, I'm buzzing. Whoa. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm definitely in it to win it. Killing these kids, something like abortion clinics, authentic. Cause the cost of living is pricey. Watch your step, cause I check more bitches than Nike. Might be slightly cocky, but I can back it up and shatter my dreams. These bitches fragile as fuck. Yeah, I'ma hit you with these accurate balls. So when I'm done, my mans hit you with their packaging balls. Don't I keep good, D? This ain't a game you play. You can't D, but it's attached to an ICK. Might be slave, that's why homie put you on the track. I'm a true lyricist. Bet that. You ain't heard about King? I heard you murdering things. Shit, you don't need the streets. Either way, I be doing the damn thing. You ain't heard about King? Shit, you don't need the streets. I heard you murdering things.
when I type Dre Cash in YouTube, all type of stuff come up. The boy, he got a whole mix joint. You got a whole, it say Dre Cash mix. Like I can just listen to all type of stuff. Like that's what we look for when we looking up artists for the 716 Music Awards. We want to put your name in any platform, and you got stuff all over. Like I could listen to stuff I was on a plane listening. I put Dre Cash in on the plane, and I was just able to listen to you for the whole ride. That's word. Okay, we are back, guys. I am back home from Vegas. I'm really, really excited, guys. I have so much going on now. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it all, but I promise you I'm gonna do it all. My trip was amazing. I just want to let y'all know I killed it for the town. Do y'all I'm clapping it up for myself. I killed it for the town. When I tell y'all I was one of the top speakers, like I was the top speaker. I really was. I was the top speaker. Like when I say the feedback that I got from Andy and his team themselves, it was so amazing, y'all. I was so but I worked hard. So that's what it's all about. I feel like I put that work in. Of course, the results were going to show because I put work in. I didn't wait till the last minute. Yeah, it was a small speech, but the small speeches got to be worked on the longest because, I could talk about Vibe High all day. But can I talk about Vibe High in 5 minutes and make sure you get all the points you need to get in, make you want to follow me and buy from me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work on that, and I was able to have big millionaires say, you killed it. Okay. That's cold. D'Amica from Sycamore Ruling. I just want to let y'all know, yo. I was on the Vegas stage, and I killed it. Yeah. So, yes, I'm ready to go ahead on this journey. I'm so excited for my next chapter, but we got to get back to the grind. So, today we want to talk about youth violence, right? Now, we know that Vibe High is all about knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and being the best version of yourself. And to me, that's where the issue comes, and that's why I made it to that. I summed it up to knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and being the best version of yourself. And the Vibe High experience is to encourage people to transition their thoughts associated to life and life situations. Because that's literally where it stems from, right? It's how you think about something is how you're going to react to it. And this is something that I talk to my children about a lot because they're at the age, they're in their young 20s, and I have an 18-year-old. You're faced with a lot of adversities out here, and it's how and society kind of tell you how you're supposed to react in the video game. Because I'm blaming the video game. It's crazy. Yeah. I can't believe how y'all play that. But it's like a whole life that you're living inside of that video game. And what people don't understand is when you watch stuff, listen to stuff, read stuff, talk about things, you're feeding your subconscious. Period, point blank. You're feeding your subconscious. Subconscious is hard to have a control over when you don't even know how to have control over yourself, right? It's hard to have control over your self-conscious because that's the stuff that's going to happen no matter what. That's the stuff you dream about. All that stuff is sitting in the back there, and it happens with or without your control because you're thinking in it, you're sitting it there, right? So when you're playing those video games and shooting people and doing all the stuff they do in those video games, that's you living in that. You feeling it, your energy is in it. You like, I see my kids. Yeah. And you living in that, so you're feeding your subconscious. You have trained your brain to react to stuff like that. Literally. Yeah. So now when you're facing these situations, this is what you do. Or if this is what you're around, if you're watching this in videos, in the music videos. Mm-hmm. If you're watching movies like that, if you're talking to people and that's, I'm gonna kill this, I'm gonna kill this. You're planting that in your subconscious. It's the same way negatively as it is positively. When I speak, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be a six-figure. I'm going to meet Oprah. All that stuff, I'm in alignment to that. No matter what, I'm speaking it because it needs to happen. So it's going to happen. But that happens negatively as well. And people don't understand that. So what I speak to my children a lot about is what I have in my book. Just to let you guys know, the Vibe High Guide to Living a Happy and Successful Life is still on Amazon. You do have to type in the Vibe High Guide to Living, and then it'll come up. I'm still working with them for my SEO words, but that's what it is right now. That book really tells you and breaks down about your environment, the people that you have around you, the conversation. If you want to be rich, Do it make sense to be around a lot of people that don't have no money?
Not at all.
Literally, how you gonna make it?
That's a fact.
Y'all all talk about broke stuff. They want to sit around and smoke weed. They trying to find. They getting up together $10 so they can smoke one blunt and share it.
Yep. That's a fact. The environment that plays a big part.
Right.
The environment plays a major part.
So I tell people all the time, but let me formally introduce you because now I know he over here, his legs shaking, guys. He want to talk. So let's go ahead and introduce Buffalo owned. I'm so proud to say Buffalo owned Joint Music Venture. Wait, say it. I always
Joint Venture.
Joint Venture Music. Happy, don't be mad at me. I do it all the time. Happy be yelling at me like that's not what it is. But anyways, Buffalo's own Dre Cat. How old are you, baby?
I'm 30 now.
He's 30 years old. Yeah. Under 30, you got this whole library on YouTube. Yeah. You took your energy and you put it into a positive way. I'm not saying adversity don't face you, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying that you don't deal with things. I don't know how you deal with things. Yeah. But what I see is the positive side of you. Right. This is what I see. This is what you let shine in your life. Now, tell me, you're 30 years old. You done faced some stuff out here. We all have, right? Yeah. Tell us how you get through that. How do you persevere through that as a young man and still make it successful?
I learn off of other people's mistakes a lot. Like as I was growing, when I first started doing the music and throughout this whole journey, I just always I really monitor what I be around, and I learn from other people's mistakes. Once I see some false moves or I see something that it don't align with my morals, I'm immediately moving myself from that environment because I don't even want to become that. Feel me? And that's really was the biggest thing. Learning from other people's mistakes, and whatever mistakes that I cause, I learn from it fast because I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I don't really like making mistakes. I don't really like making mistakes and stuff like that. Because they be costly. Some mistakes really be costing, for real. And the mistakes I learned from other people, like some of my friends, it done cost them their life and it cost them their freedom. So off rip, I'm gonna learn from that.
Right. So something I like to talk to my son about while you saying that, because it can cost your life and all that, right? Yeah. I was talking to my son and his friends, and I'm like, if somebody was to say to you, your mama is a bitch, it's valid to knock they but down to the ground, right? That's valid. Yeah. But just imagine you knock them in their temple and they lose their life, right? And now they're dead, and now you have to go to prison. Right. And yeah, your friends are gonna say, hell yeah, I would've did that too. Right. The judge gonna be like, I know, I understand, baby, but the law is the law, right? Mm-hmm. From a split decision because somebody said something to you. Mm-hmm. So I tell I'm like, so yeah, it's valid, right? But guess what you could do on the other side? You can look at them and be like, right? And 3 people might be like, oh, he a punk, right? Yeah. But then you about to go home and play your game.
And you good. Because
and still do what you got to do in life.
Them same people at the same time, too. Them same people that's going to call you a punk, they not going to pay for your lawyer. Right. They not going to check on your mom. Right. They not going to give you no bail money. They not going to write you. I see it all the time. Like, they not going to do none of that. Like, you can't live to try to prove something to other people because you'll drive yourself crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Sometimes I be doing it, trying to prove I'm slowly getting out of it, but it don't be with no violence or nothing like that. It just be more with music and just with different life things, trying to prove certain stuff. It really will drive you crazy because you can't satisfy everybody.
You know what I tell y'all in my message? You validate who you are. Know yourself, right? You know yourself, right? Then you accept it, because once you accept who you are, nobody can validate who you are. You don't need validation from nobody else. The way I feel, how colossal I feel right now, is crazy. Yeah. Y'all would think I'm Oprah. I drive a regular 2007 Aspen. Yeah. I don't got no Range Rover yet, but I swear to God, I'm in a Range Rover right now. Yeah. It's about me and how I feel. I don't care. Somebody be like, oh, she just got a 2000. To me, I'm driving a 2022 Range Rover. That's how I feel in my joint. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's about me and how I feel and my validation for me, and then I'll be the best version of you. You can't look to the left and trying to prove to somebody else. They going forward and you looking to the left. You're going to fall, baby. You're going to fall. Yep. You understand what I'm saying? That's a fact. So at the end of the day, nobody else should be validating. You should not be trying to prove nothing. You prove it to yourself. I challenge me and I'll be like, yes, I did that again. Oh, I did that again. I'm my own competition. Yep. I don't even think nobody can. I'm on a whole different. My brain is on a whole different.
And that made people respect you even more when they see like you more confident within yourself. That made people like they got
do.
no. Yeah, they got no.
They want to follow that person.
Yeah, they want to follow.
Because deep down inside, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, I'm 43. I'm coming from a kid with this, dealing with this when I was a kid. When I tell you that, when I started being me. People want to follow me. Mm-hmm. I was so worried trying to prove stuff to people, and when I said forget everybody, let me do. Now people looking at me like, oh, well, how can I? So many people really want to be themselves.
Yeah.
So when you seeing other people be themselves, and I don't care how they look, and they being and loving them, I be want to be around that energy. I be like, yo, I like that because all of us want to be that. We're scared to be ourselves and be accepted into society.
Right.
You're very scared of that.
But the whole time, the people that just naturally just be themselves, them the ones that everybody, like you said, they love to be like people love to be around them. You're not scared to be yourself, and you can actually rock with somebody for who they are. Like I don't want you to come around me and act like you a millionaire when it's time to do these millionaire things. You ain't got it like that or something. You feel me? Or I don't want you coming around being something that you're not, and when it's time for you to play that role that you facade to be, you can't live up to it. You know, if you just be yourself, then I know what we can do. If you really like to party and stuff like that, then I want to come around you to party. I ain't gonna come around you and try to get no money or something else. You feel me?
So I'm listening to you, and you have a lot of self-control. Is what it seems like in your thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
So you kind of know.
I slip up like everybody else.
We're human.
For the most part. Exactly.
We're all human.
Right.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm vibe high, honey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack somebody in the face in a half of a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. I would never. I understand, but consciously, you have control over. Like you're saying. I don't be around these type of people if that's not in alignment with what I'm doing. I don't have these kind of conversations if that's not in alignment. And this is what I'm saying to all of our youth, right? Because when they're young, a lot of the influence come from the hood, even sometime in your household, right? Because if your household is dysfunctional and your parents argue and fight, or your parents, when they don't know how to handle stuff, they react emotionally or drastically or violently, that's how you are. Those are your God. Your parents is your God. The people who's raising you is your gods, right? You look to them on how to be, and to you ain't nothing wrong with the way that is. Right. I'm saying it's very, very important to know you, right? And know who you are deep down inside, and strive to be that person, because these youth, to me, are being what's around them, what seems to be status quo. So, yeah, I'm with my boys. We got this on. We doing this. He smacked his girl. Yeah, he smacked his girl when she get out of line. I watched this when I was young. I watched my homeboys, okay? He smacking his girl around. This other one who ain't had no dad is saying, oh, when he smacked his girl around, she getting control. She coming back to him, and she love him. Let me try that. You understand what I'm saying?
That don't be the move, though. That ain't it.
But this is what's happening, and then it's leading into now it's a trend of these guys killing these girls.
Yeah, that's like beyond. That's like beyond me. Like I don't know, maybe I didn't pay attention, but I have seen it. Like I don't know if it's been since last year or maybe just this year. If I'm not keeping up with it, but like females been getting killed a lot from dudes, and I'm like, damn, like
it's a lack of. It's okay, baby. It's a lack of self. We can't, but it's okay. It's a lack of self-control, though. I'm telling you this. It's not having control of their thoughts and not being conscious of what's around them.
Right.
When you're around all this energy, right? Literally, we're a vibration. You can't help but to receive that, and you can't help to be in it, and then react those ways. It's really you become it. I'm serious. You become it. So when you're around people like that, that's in that. You be it. And then if that's in your household, because a lot of that's in the household, that's what it is. So I'm really here today. I need to encourage these youth to know themselves, right? Accept themselves and be the best version of yourself. Have control of your thoughts. Your actions are your thoughts associated to life and life situations, right? So when somebody died, right? I'm going to give you an example. When somebody died, it's valid for us to be emotional. It's valid for us to get mad. It's valid for you to shut down and say, I don't want to do anything. All that stuff be valid when you lose somebody that you love, right?
Yeah, because I do it. Like, it's nothing, I feel like there's nothing wrong with taking a day off or just taking some time to yourself. Maybe, put the phone on Do Not Disturb or cut the phone off, whatever, because I do it just to like get my thoughts and stuff together. Sometimes you need that. You can't just every day be going hard just with the guys or just in society, like just around a whole bunch of people every day, because sometimes you need time to actually gather your thoughts like that. Be important. Using
but
some
see, that's you
self-time.
consciously doing that to get yourself together, right?
Yeah.
Imagine somebody going through that because they're dealing with mental illness, though. So they don't know how to deal with life, so they shut themselves down because they have lost somebody or something has happened in life, and that's the way they handle it. It's because it's their thoughts associated to it. When somebody says to you, you suffer from depression, you suffer from anxiety, you plant that seed in your subconscious, right? And you react because that's what you believe to be your truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I say change your thoughts associated to life and life situations, just because, and that goes back to the example when somebody say your mama, right? Just because life or society shows that this is how you're supposed to react to something, doesn't mean that that's the way you're supposed to react to something. When somebody cheat on you, my thing in life is that's their loss, right? But as a youth, it's like they're mad. Somebody did something to them. If ain't nobody pinched you, touched you, nobody did nothing to you, right? You're in control of your thoughts. Right. You can think differently about it, but society shows you, your man messed with your baby mama, you gotta kill him. Yeah. Instead of looking at it like, and excuse my language, this HOE messed with this bum,
so
let me walk away from both of y'all, because that's some negative energy, and I'm trying to elevate in life, and I'm trying to, if you got any goals, you're trying to do some other stuff, you didn't mess up your whole life from another human. You understand what I'm saying? Right. You let another human make a decision for their life, because that's what they did. They didn't do anything to you. They made a decision for their life that you didn't like, and you decided that their life needed to go away because you didn't like that decision that they made about their own life.
Right. Yeah, that's
how deep the thoughts are.
Yeah, people. I feel like dudes like that, or even females. Some females be killing dudes too. But
yeah,
both. I think both parties probably need some serious counseling or something like that. I don't think that's worth taking nobody's life. I think if somebody is trying to take your life, then that's probably worth you defending and taking life. I'm gonna be honest.
That's the only way.
Yeah, if somebody try to take my life, and if in self-defense, if I gotta take their life, I feel like that's really the only reason. But a person cheating on you, but
this is how minute that people are killing each other for. I'm out there. I'm in it. They're out there killing each other because somebody cheated on them. Somebody said something about their mama. And the thing is, let me tell y'all a story. When I was younger, my baby was 1 year old. This girl was sitting at the table flicking boogers, okay? And somebody I know was about to get her. And I said, no, let me get her. I hit this girl so hard, right, from the second floor that if my cousin didn't grab her, she would have fell out the second floor down, and who knows what would happen to her life. And my son wouldn't have had his mama. I would have been gone, and she could have been gone. Yeah. All from some dumb stuff. Yeah. That's when my life changed. I was 20 years old. Okay. That's when my life, no. Like, I cried that night because all I could think about is what if she would have actually went down? What if my cousin didn't do this to her? Right. My life would have been over, and my son wouldn't have had his mom from some dumb stuff. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's very important, guys, to get yourself in alignment with what it is that you're trying to do in your life. You cannot submit to the crew, the gang, because that look cool. They got money. That's not what it is about. You need long. Y'all are leaving this earth in the 20s. You ain't even had a chance to do nothing.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It hurts my soul. They're leaving the earth in their early 20s. Never even had a clue of who they actually. I didn't find myself till I was 38.
I mean, at least you found yourself.
38 though. Imagine if I had left life before that. Not getting to live right now like I'm living. Just not knowing. Guys, it's this big life ahead of you. That small situation is very small. I promise you. And it's only because of your thoughts associated to life and life situations. Sometimes you're dealing with some stuff from childhood that you don't know. I was dealing with abandonment issues for a long time. It affected my relationships. I was an abuser. I'm not going to just say that I was abused. I was an abuser too, because I was dealing with stuff and I was making people deal with my stuff. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's abuse. That's emotional abuse. Seriously, I do label myself as an abuser and as well because we don't understand women and men, our manipulative abuse that we give to people because of our stuff that we're dealing with that we ain't dealt with. So we making other people. I got married when I was 22, 23? You know who I was? I'm making this man be responsible for all my stuff. We had a toxic relationship. Because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more and more of us need to start talking to the youth and touching them early in the game because by the time I was like 17, 18, I done took on my mama issues, all that stuff that I went through as a kid. That was her stuff. That was not my stuff. Why am I going through depression because of her stuff? You understand what I'm saying? So like I had to really change my thoughts associated to life. I had to say my mother, that's her stuff. My father, that's their, did it affect me? Yes. Let me deal with how it affected me and get me a better life. I cannot sit around talking about my mom was doing this and my dad wasn't there and I ain't had no dad, so that's why I
gotta get up and
honey,
get it.
Change your thoughts associated to life. If you didn't have a mother and a father, I'm saying this very respectfully, okay? You don't know why your life was the way it was. You don't know what the influence was gonna. You don't know what would have happened with having that in your life, or you didn't have a dad. You don't know what would you could anything. You just don't know. You have to go with the flow of life, right? Know yourself, accept yourself, and be the best version of yourself through all of life. Because life is gonna happen, and we cannot stop it. Because now you mad that you ain't had no dad in the house, right? And then now you get this girlfriend, and then she leave you. Right? And now you got this job and they told you that you ain't SHIT and they done kicked you out. You just don't know how, and then you just getting mad and mad. You're not, life is gonna happen. Then you lose your best friend like I did. You know what I'm saying? Then you lose this. All life is going to happen no matter what. You have to persevere through it, or you only the strong can survive. That's a real statement.
That's a real statement.
It's real because we can't stop it. You can get mad. I'm mad this happened to me, right? And then you get over that. Now everybody done told you it's gonna be okay, all the good stuff, right? Now you feel bad. Then tomorrow, somebody you love is gone. Now what you gonna do now? Now you breaking down again? You'll never get through life. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Change your thoughts associated to life and life situations. Know yourself, accept yourself, and be the best. You is about you. This is your journey. Everybody else get away from them. It's been the time. Mom, sorry if you're listening, that I had to get away from my mom for a little while. It wasn't in alignment with what I was doing. I'm going to be there, but I can't hang out no more over there because that's not in alignment with what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? You just, no matter who it is and what it is, you got to care about you and yourself. If you in a relationship, and I'm talking to the youth right now, and it's not in alignment with your energy, if it's uncomfortable, you got to get out of that. And people be like, yes, it's really just a choice. Now, you may think about all the reasons why it's going to be wrong. If you're going to be like, oh, I ain't going to have nobody. Ain't nobody going to love me. I'm fat. I'm this. You can think all of that, right? And you can stay in that uncomfortable situation and be unhappy. It's still your choice, though.
Right.
I just told myself that today. I had to face a decision. And I was so upset yesterday. I was crying all day yesterday. After this high energy weekend I had, I let something affect my energy, right? And I let it do it for the whole day. And then I caught myself taking a little bath with some candles and stuff. I woke up still with the stuff on my mind. And then I said, girl, you just came from speaking off of a Vegas stage with billionaires that know your name.
Right.
On the first name, that say D'Amica. They say, hey, D'Amica. And you sitting up here, you have a choice. Now, you don't have to be in this situation. So why would you allow this to affect your energy? You have a choice to say, now if you're going to stay in the situation, you better smile in it. Yeah. So I got to start dancing to Mary J. Blige this morning. I switched my energy because I still was going to go to that situation. I decided to still go. Okay? Yeah. So because I decided to still go to the situation, I changed my whole energy. It's to be crazy. Sometimes you be like, girl, I don't care what people say. I can cry 1 second. And be like, I don't want to be sad no more. And I'll start laughing. And I don't care who look at me.
I think when you go in that situation with positive energy, you might get some positive out of it.
You do.
Yeah.
Honey, it's karma. They call it karma, whatever you boomerang, whatever you release out to the universe.
Right. Right.
I don't care what if you want to go into religion, I'm not, whatever, the source doesn't know, whatever practice, right? It doesn't know words though. Man created these words.
Right.
Energy doesn't know words. Whatever it is that the higher power is, it doesn't, there's all these different languages that man created. What you release from energy is what comes back to you, because whatever you release off is saying, this is what I want back.
Right.
Period.
Right.
That's all the universe knows. It's energy. When you mad, do you ever notice when you wake up and something bad happened and you had a bad day, is a trickle effect? And then they say when it rains it pours. No, you did that. You did it. When I changed my energy today, I swear to goodness, when I decided to dance and shake that off, and people don't think, they don't know how serious, how real this is, and I shifted my energy, everything happened right.
Right.
The text message came, I took care of that for you. Hey, help is here. Hey, my day is great today. Because I decided that that's what it's my choice. But people don't understand how much control they have over themselves. They like to blame it on other entities. Like God, the devil, and everything else.
Yeah.
You don't want to take no ownership? You don't want to say you did nothing?
Yeah.
This man was arguing with me. I said, so God put the thing in your hand and told you to smoke it? He said, yeah. Okay, if that's what you believe, babe, I'm not going to argue with nobody believe, okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm going to encourage my people is... No, he believes that. He might be listening.
I'll be having some delusional moments.
No, it's okay if you. That's
I ain't about to be like, yeah, God, I don't know.
But anyways, my thing is take ownership. Yeah. I'm not taking away from nobody's whatever you believe in. I promise you. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is you still got to take ownership in it. You run this body here, okay? You are in alignment with something powerful. Don't get me wrong now, but you got to be in alignment with that to even connect with that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you'll be vibing very low as long as you allow yourself to do that. When you have low thoughts, low energy, low responses, low results. You understand what I'm saying?
That's why when I do be having my days and I be real down, I like to chill like with my boy, when my label mate Mario. I just try to, cause he really funny though. And I like when my energy is real low, I just like to hang around people that just be like real funny, because then it just like change everything, and then everything actually do start going good. Like, I like to be around like funny people. I don't know, I don't laugh at I can't just watch a show with like Kevin Hart or something like that and my energy change. I gotta really be in front of like my boys that really be saying funny stuff, and it really do change. Like the energy really do change.
Energy is real, man. Tell the kids
it's definitely
that, man, energy is real.
For real.
I want to read some statistics out. Okay. This is youth violence in high school. So this is just being bullying. So 1 out of 5 kids in high school are being bullied. We know that happens. But we also know that youth violence kills and injures, right? Homicide is the 3rd leading cause of death for our young people ages 10 through 24, babe. 10 through 24.
Yeah. 10 though, like, that's crazy. Homicide at 10.
1,400 is being treated in an emergency room for assaults. Like, it's crazy to me, just the 10 through 24.
The 10 is what got me. It's like homicide for somebody 10.
But let me tell you something. There's 10-year-olds out there trying to figure out how to feed their family right now. I've seen it with my own eyes.
That's deep.
So this is coming from...
They're not even getting a chance to be a kid.
They're not.
When I was 10 years old, I was able to be a kid. Like, I was just riding bikes, playing
I wasn't.
Playing tag, no.
I'm going to tell you, my story way different. I come from drugs and violence. I'm not lying to you, and I'm saying this live. I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my life. Okay. People was calling me mommy and stuff. You know, like, I was young, having to live a grown life. You understand? So I understand and resonate. When I'm talking to these youth, I'm not coming from a place of, I don't know where you're coming from. I know exactly where you're coming from, okay? Right. I know it. So when I'm in the Urban League talking to the kids, they get excited when I talk to them. When I tell them the nitty gritty, they like, oh my God. Because you don't think nobody else go through that. And that's why at 14, I decided to do this. I decided this journey when I was 14 years old. Yeah. Because when I was facing at 14, I was like, I got to help other youth because I can imagine, and that's crazy. I was thinking like that at 14, that people wouldn't think that they can make it through that. Some kids, 10 years old, imagine all you have taken on life at 10. You got to figure out how to feed. You got to figure out how to feed people and all that at 10. By the time you're 17, you know how much life depends on you. Yeah. This is why it's important to know to transition your thoughts associated to life, because that's all the way. That's how could you think any differently on your own?
Right.
And that's hard for a 10-year-old to change their thoughts associated to life, because all they know is what they know. Mm-hmm. So it's just got to be so many more of us to encourage. You know what I mean? It has to be. My heart is with these youth, because I feel like that's where it starts. It starts right there. That's where it starts. Mm-hmm. Adults, yes, I want that too. But these youth, if I can help their thoughts before they get up there,
change the whole generation.
Man, that's what I want to encourage, because they handle things the way they do because that's what they know. Mm-hmm. That's what. When I spoke at the Juneteenth this summer, I spoke to the parents. Change how y'all doing things, because I had to change me. I remember I had road rage. Well, I still do a little bit, but I had it so bad. I had it so bad that my daughter would be in the car. I mean, I was bad. I couldn't take nothing. I'd be like, wow. And my baby was 9, 10 years old, banging on the daggone dashboard and stuff. Because that's what I was doing. Yeah. And when you start seeing your kids replica you, it's time to make a change. You know what I mean? I had to react to things differently. I don't want to. My mom, you know, she just kind of. My mom still, she gets in an uproar when things don't go. She just do. I watch her do it, so that's how I thought. She was my God. She's, my, you know, I look at my mom for God. I have to look at her. I don't know no other way. She's the woman, and I need to be a woman, you know, and I have to watch her. You understand what I'm saying? So when I realized, like, damn, my daughter's watching me, I can't react to things like this. There's so many different ways to handle situations. And now people be like, how do you handle, I'm telling you this and you just, I mean, I don't have to receive it in my spirit development. I'm in control of me. And it's not easy to do that. It took years. And this is my fourth year on my journey. Learning how to control myself. I was a wreck. You understand me? Yeah, man, I ain't know how to handle nothing. Everything made me act up. And I validated it with depression. I got depression and anxiety. I can act like this. I don't want to be bothered. I'm mad and I want to cry all day and I want to scream and I'm not going to work and I ain't going to make no money. Girl, I was broke. I was broke. And I got tired of that. So that's when I decided to change, because I didn't want to be sitting at home being sad and broke no more. Yeah. I'm like, girl, you got all kind of abilities. You better get up. If I am a part of this creation and whatever created me, I have the same ability the creator has. And let me go ahead and act accordingly. I got the same. That's like me having my child. My child has the same ability I have. I have the same ability the creator gave me. Whatever the creator is, I must be just as powerful as that. Let me try to reach for that. You understand? That's what I've decided to do. This is me at 38. That was me at 38, though. We talking about these babies who don't even know how to think like that yet, right? So what advice could you give a youth? Because you coming from their time. I'm coming from a different time. And they probably like, you old lady, and you don't really know what we deal with out here.
But you know, you probably know, you know more than me.
Yeah, I do, but they don't think that. They don't know that. They think I'm old, and I'm just preaching to the choir. But I'm really, really, really trying to drop jewels because I come from y'all place. Yeah. I come from there. I come from all of that. I did it all. I promise you. I promise you. I just decided to change my thoughts associated to my situation and do something different about it, because there's 18 million ways to do something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I usually do mine through music because I don't keep it all bottled in. Mm-hmm. I just always write it down, and once I get it out, I'll be like, I'm at least a little bit okay. I write, so I don't know, the best advice I can give them is be around some good vibes. Like, the good vibes, that's probably like the best that you're gonna be able to do. If you around some good vibes, you ain't even gonna think about nothing negative. 9 times out of 10. That's why I was saying, like, when I be feeling like real low, I always go around like my boy Mario, my boy Wap, any one of the funny guys, and I just chill around them, get some good laughs, and I'm not even thinking about what was making me low.
So let me ask you this, because that's the thing, right? the thing that made you low, do you ever deal with that? Because
still
you
be
can't
dealing-
suppress
I
it,
still
or
be-
you releasing it in your
I
music.
still be dealing with it.
Because that's the thing. So I want to talk about that, and that's for real. Because when somebody be like, okay, I was dealing with this, but then I went to go do that, that thing is still there though. It ain't
fact.
going nowhere, right? So my thing is, how do you deal with that? Because the thing, like I'm telling y'all, life is going to happen. You can't stop it, but you can't also run from it either.
Right.
You gotta face everything, and it's. Let me tell you something. I'm grown as ever, and I'm a big. You see, I'm a thick, juicy one, right?
Yeah.
I get through. I push. I bust through it. You
Yeah.
understand me? It hurt. Oh my God, my stomach be hurting sometimes.
Yeah.
You break down sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I have my breakdowns, but then I gotta get up.
Yeah, like
You understand what I'm saying? So how do you deal with your stuff though?
No, I can't just give like a simple answer to make it just seem like, all right, this is what you're gonna do, and it's always.
No,
it's
what
what
do
we
you
go.
do? I'm not telling you
I
what
don't
do
know.
you do.
I do it through the music.
You
If I
release
don't-
it through
like,
music.
I always that's the number one thing. If I'm feeling anything, I'm gonna always get it out through the music. And I put everything in the music. I wasn't doing that like before. We probably checked the music before. I wasn't doing that, but now.
Your heart is in your music.
My heart really, I put it
I hear
all
it.
in the music. Like I'm not holding back on nothing. That's why when I made this, I made a post or something like one day, and I was like, I can't wait for you to hear this tape because I put the downs in there, the ups, the heartbreaks, the double crosses, like everything. Like so,
That's
when
gonna
that's it's gonna be something serious when they hear
Yo,
it.
I'm
like,
looking at you.
yeah, you
that
feel me?
joint right there.
But
I
it
can
feel
see, I
good.
Feel
It feel good to get it off.
release it.
Yeah, and plus I started doing it because even through talking to people, I talk to people too. Like I talked to Hap, I talked to Uncle D, I talked to Mar, I talked to a couple of my boys or whatever, and I just get their opinion on stuff. And once I realized like they probably went through some of my lows, I get their ideas on what they did. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Feel me?
Let me tell you something, baby.
Best thing, I'm gonna stay around some good vibes.
I was about
man.
to say that. This is what I'm
telling
getting from you. Overall, Dre Cash, you got good people around you, baby.
Oh, what
You
do
30
I?
years old. You got
Yeah.
good people around you.
But I came from so much trial and error because the situation that I'm in now is one of the greatest situations I've been in. The one that I was in before this, it was so crazy and hectic, but it was the environment I was in, and I was just thinking it was normal until I got out of it, stayed by myself for a little bit, then having them came and picked me up and they showing me the real, so now it's a little easier to cope with like the lows and everything else, you know, because I got so much great energy all around me. You gotta like, I feel like the environment that played like the biggest part. You can't like, cause if you around a whole bunch of positive people and you the only negative one, you gonna be feeling like an eyeball. So you gonna be like, man,
But
I ain't about to be on this negative
can't help
stuff.
but to elevate.
Yeah, you gonna be like,
It's
I ain't
too
about to be the
strong.
only one over here being on this negative stuff and everybody over here positive. Like you feel me? So the environment, that joint play a major part. And don't be having it bottled in. You gotta talk to people, even if you don't want to talk to a counselor. Talk to somebody. You don't want to talk to your mom, but talk to one of the guys. Everybody got a friend that got a good head on their shoulders or something. Talk to them, like talk to people. If you can't, cause I do music, I'm able to talk to like the fans, put it out. But man, you gotta talk to somebody. You can't have that drink bottled in and thinking like you could just solve it all yourself.
I like that because that's literally in my book. Your OVP is only valuable people.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you should have around you. What's
Yeah.
of value of you, right? I watch you. I'm gonna tell y'all. I know this baby. I'm calling you a baby because I'm old and stuff. But I know him outside of the studio. But I'm gonna tell y'all, your energy. Every time I see you, you're smiling. Every time. I mean, his energy is always high. Rather you tipsy or sober, your energy is on high, and I love it. I can tell you got good people around you. I'm listening to the way you talk. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna drop a jewel. I'm gonna add on to what you're saying, and I wanna elaborate on what he's saying. You have to have the right environment around you. I'm talking to the youth. You got to have the right. I don't care if that's your man from 50 grand. Y'all was in 3rd grade together. I don't care. You got to have the right people around you to do the right thing, okay? That's for number one. Another thing that I like that you said, you put yours in your music. That's why he's able to still be happy through, because life is happening. I know you ain't out here living raindrops, but ain't none of us, okay? But the reason why, because he's putting in his music. I encourage the youth, get your goals. Let me tell y'all, this is what I do. I was going through some want a boyfriend sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm too picky and stuff. So I have to put that into my work. I create some crazy mess when I'm putting that energy from there to there. Instead of me sitting at home, oh, I'm lonely, I wish, going on Tinder or whatever them apps is, I'm creating.
Channel that energy to something else, it gets serious.
I create so much stuff, it's crazy. I be calling Abby, like, it be so, I'll text her girl, look, I came up with this. She do the same. That's how you put that energy there. Guys, maybe you don't have a goal for your, what am I trying to say? Career or anything like that right now, right? But I'm sure it's something that you have passion in. Put your energy there. My thing is, when you're around somebody that's always making you low, you gotta argue and fight, man, you gotta X out of that. Put that energy, you could be elevating somewhere. Life is about elevation. When I be telling my kids, this big old world out here. I only touch like 2%. Maybe of this, I got to say one, not just Buffalo, but I've been around. I ain't touched where, man, I want to know all of the world. I want to know all of everything that I want to do everything that I could possibly do before my eyes close forever. You understand what I want to be in a history book. I just want to be crazy. It's like, there's nothing you can't do.
That's a fact.
I look at these people on TV and I'm like, well, what's different between me and Jay-Z?
Nothing.
There's literally nothing different.
This is a land of opportunity.
For real. He just decided to go get it.
That's a fact.
I decided to go get it too, bro. I'm going to be up there with you, Jay. I promise, baby. But listen. But I just decided to go get it. And it's really your choice. It's literally up to you. You don't have to be in those situations.
Right.
And I watch, like, even the domestic violence, because that hurts me. I watch people say, I went to the cops. I put in the order of protection. He came back. He did this, and I understand. I promise you, I dealt with domestic violence, and I do understand that in its entirety. But when you get away, right? When you get that moment, you have to go. Your mind sometimes be weak because your mind, this person has gotten into your mind to tell you, you ain't gonna be nothing without me. You not this, you that, and you believe that. Right. But you gotta get strong enough to know you. I swear to, knowing you is so important.
That's a fact.
Not only, cause I even tell my kids this, like, why it's important to know yourself. What if you get in a relationship, right? You trying to know this person. You gotta know you, because me knowing me, I know, and I talked about this in the last week, but me knowing me, I know that I need a lot of attention when I'm in I do. I don't care what you say about it. You could be like, you needy B. You can say, yes, I am. Now, are you going to give me the attention or not? And that's it. Because I'm me. And guess what? I've accepted it. I ain't about to, I like it. I'm not about to change because I need to be with you, because I'm going to be unhappy. Now we're going to be arguing when you give me 5 minutes of attention, and then the next day I need 10. You don't give it to me. Now we're arguing. Right. I don't want to argue. So I'm just going to just not. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's my choice. It's me knowing me. Forget knowing you. Because maybe you ain't the person that could do that. Right. And I understand that. You understand? You got to know you and everything. Work. Let's talk about work. I can't work anywhere. I just can't. If I can't be happy there, I'm not going to work effectively, and then we're just wasting each other's time. I could go create something somewhere. But I'm just saying, for people, it's not just in relationships as far as intimate. It could be work relationships. It could be it could be anything. You have to know yourself in situations. Period. Okay. But and I'm talking to domestic violence because I got to touch on this all the time because it's really deep in my heart. I know it's hard. Guys, dial 211 is a number that you can dial that's open, that's available 24 hours a day. 211-WNY for Western New York.com. 211-WNY.com. Resources if you don't want to talk to nobody. Call me, text me, inbox me. There's always help available to you guys. Please speak to somebody if you just need help. Do not stay in that situation. Your life is not worth it. Sky is the limit. It's so much out there. I'm 43 and I still got so much I've got to do. I can't go to sleep yet. I got so much that I want to do because I'm seeing so much. It's like, what else is out there?
Man, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream.
Man, it's so much out there. Do not lose. It's not worth it. I know it seemed like this person love you so much and ain't nobody gonna love you like that. I'm telling you, at the age of 43, honey, I've been in love a few times. It keep happening.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it keep.
I only been in love
language.
once. So it happened like that, dude.
No, it can't.
Huh?
Love is out. You can be in love again. I promise you.
Yeah.
That person who loved you and she was like, "Ain't nobody gonna love you like me." I promise you, she said it, didn't she? Because we all believe that, right? And it's not gonna be anybody that's gonna love you like her, but it's gonna be somebody that's gonna love you differently, and it's gonna still feel good. You understand?
Yeah.
And if that person don't
whoever
work
you
out,
is, you better love me better.
Drake Cash, y'all. All right, baby. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up a little bit for this part because I got to get to the vibe high part.
Yeah.
Tell them how they can tell us. First of all, what you got going on? What's coming up?
I got the tape dropping my first tape with my label. It's called Hefe Takeover 2. We aiming to drop it in December. Other than that, you could just find me on all social medias, JREYCASH. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff.
And guys, ladies, not guys, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you for having me.
No problem, baby. This is a handsome young man right here, okay?
Thank
He has a hump. Look, I'm selling you to the girls. He has a humble heart. He's so chocolate and cute. And he out here putting in that work. You crazy if you don't jump on this right here. Y'all crazy. But they don't know how. People don't know how to treat no man like this. They don't know how to treat you, do they, Drake? I'm just playing with you. I'm just messing with you. I really, really appreciate you, baby. So we're gonna play one of your songs. We're gonna take a break. Y'all go ahead. Make sure you following Drake Cash on YouTube, all social media platforms. His music is awesome. I love the song Chips. That's my favorite. Yeah. I be jamming to that. And I probably because you was at the 716 Music Awards getting lit with it. I got you on video getting lit with it. So it's
I shared that shit. We was turned.
I want to play that real bad, but I'm going to play respectfully because this is his joint.
Yeah.
He want to hear his joint. So you guys go ahead and tap in. We're going to play a song real quick, and then I'll be back to wrap it up with you guys. Okay, we are back. Thank you again, Drake Cash, for coming in the studio. I had to have him, y'all. When that baby hit me up like, get me in there. I'm like, come on, please talk to this youth. It's been a passion to me. It's been on my heart all summer, especially just watching these babies just losing their lives over something that's of nothing, you know. So I'm just encouraging a lot of us adults, especially the parents in our household, try to just be a little bit more conscious. And I'm coming from myself too. I had to work on myself too, so I'm not coming out here pointing fingers or judging or anything. But it's very important on how we react to things. Our kids are watching us, even when they're grown. I still watch my mother on how to figure out how to do things in life. I still watch my mom, you know, that's still my guidance, and we'll always be their guidance. So it's so important for us to transition our thoughts associated to life and how we react to things because they're watching us. And these babies is getting worse and worse because they have so many different influences. When we were younger, we just had your regular, whatever came on TV. We sat down as a family, we watched TV, one little TV, you know. Now they have exposed to so many different things, video games, just all kind of toxic things in life that we can't really control them from what they're being exposed to. So we have to be, it has to be at the forefront. Like, I know my kids are going out there being exposed to so many different things in life, but I try my best to be their foundation, you know. So yeah, I know they're gonna go out there and they're gonna scratch their itch, you know, they're gonna scratch their itch, but I don't care how much my kids don't want to hear me talk. I'm going to talk because what I realized as I got older, I still hear my mother's voice in the back of my head. No matter what, I still hear her voice when I'm facing certain things on what she would have said or what she would have told me to do and how she did it. So it's very, very important for us to be the biggest influencer in our children's life because they're going to be exposed to other things. And y'all seen that rating. I'll read that stat again because it's really hurtful to me to know that homicide is the third leading cause of death for young people ages 10 through 24. 10 through 24. Come on, y'all. We out here fighting each other over the crazy. I see so many adults out here fighting still in their 40s. It's crazy. Of course our children are going to if we're 40, our kids got to be teens and 20s. We out there doing that stuff. Why wouldn't they? We have to do better, guys, as a community. We have to. If you care about these generations behind us, come on, y'all. We got to do better, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up. It's the Vibe High Experience. Know yourself. accept yourself, be the best version of yourself. I want to ask you guys to follow me on Instagram, Demeca, DEMECA.N.Evans on all platforms. You can also follow Vibe High on all platforms, Vibe, V-I-B-E, High, H-I-G-H. On Instagram is Vibe High LLC. On Facebook is Vibe High Gear or the Vibe High Inspires Group. Follow me again, Demeca, DEMECA.N.Evans. You also can buy the Vibe High Guide to Living a Happy and Successful Life. The book is on Amazon. It is the Vibe High Guide to Living a Happy and Successful Life. It is a self-guided book that just guides you through a journey of transitioning your thoughts associated to life and knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and being the best version of yourself. And then lastly, I also have the Transition in 10 coaching program. So if anybody is interested in helping me, for me helping you get through your journey, persevering through life, or whatever it may be, the Transition in 10 program, coaching program is a 10-week program. Now, the coaching program is originally $1,500, but if you sign up through 716 Live, if you hit me up and say that you heard this on 716 Live radio show, I am taking 50% off, guys. And not only that, you can put an initial payment of $99 and I will put you on a payment arrangement. This is how much I want to help people. Please understand that the Transition to 10, I've had clients that taken this coaching program that have seriously overcame, okay? So if you need any help in your life on any journey that you're on, the Transition to 10 coaching program is available. You can hit me up through email, demeca.n.evans@gmail.com. You can go to demeca.n.evans on any platform and DM me anyway, and I will reach out to you and give you the information on the Transition to 10 coaching program. Again, I am doing it for 50% off to anybody who want the program from listening to the 716 Live radio show. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm so thankful that you all were on here listening today. And I'm going to see you guys or talk to you guys next week at 6 p.m. Same place, www.716live.com. Encourage friends to come on. Today was about the youth. Next week, we're going to tap back in. I'm going to close out the mental illness segment, and then we'll be going on to something else after that. Again, make sure that you are doing your affirmations. It is very important to affirm who you are, that no one else can affirm who you are. And I encourage you to always help somebody out there in the universe that may need your help, that is afraid to ask for help. If you see somebody out there that's in need of help, I'm encouraging you to help. Do not talk about them. Go help them. Thank you, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Jean Quellis. More focus, leave your body parts all over the floor open. Change barrels to keep smoking. When your cream growing, hell yeah, it's like welfare. Farewell, waking up, I'm near hell. I meant you, fuck boy. Niggas know you pick them pistols up, boy. You know my hand game, run up in your mouth. Fuck you, toss you, off you. Think about it and sequence backwards. Now add after, nigga, the Mad Hatter. Me letting up, hell nah, I'm hungry. You my crack bastard, your mom's my junkie.
Salute to the Radiant King, Gus. Tundra kids, stand up. Listen, I'm the one that you should worry about. Niggas step up in the cypher, get the scurrying out. Tell you lames to watch the birdie, then I flurry your mouth. I give mercy, no courtesy, that verdict is out. How absurd with these words, I get to work and he's out. Not a nurse in the emergency, concern for you clowns. Not a doctor or a medic that can stop where this headed. Your squad is pathetic, I'm a rider, plus I'm not sympathetic. I'm rising like Levin, a goddess is that gossip in heaven. You couldn't cop a more optimal weapon, option, forget it. Whether I drop it off the top, you get shredded, chop like an edit. Gonna be walking with a lot of prosthetics, not cause I said it, cause I do's this. Who's this? Fucking up the mood is. Gus is in that motherfucker, erupt the nigga, ooh shit. Hovering over motherfuckers unadjusted to my movement. All that huffing and that puffing gon' get you crushed when I lose it. Don't worry about me conversing, just be alert when I prove it. More popping in the urban and loaded glocks when disputing. Flow hot like a Dugans. Throw a shot and you losing like chrome cocking and booming. And throw some rock in your wounds, bitch.
Yeah, nigga. It's Lucci, nigga. Y'all
know where I'll be at, nigga. I'm on the ground like an old man chewing his gums, with a fresh pair of babes on in the middle of the slums. The realest as they come, ghetto poster child. Made it out the jungle stunting, nigga, look at me now. Lay you down like Tao, so please don't get it twisted. My intuition to have you seeing God in a minute. Hating on the kid is senseless. Upper echelon is shit that you never on. Fool, mind your business, or be a witness. Flawless crime taking over, bringing hip hop back like Nas, better than Hova. Daddy like a king cobra, spin venom at you soldiers. Cardiac arrest, leave you slumped over, bringing life to a closure. My hood got me, every day's a video shoot with no paparazzi. At any given time, might switch it to Versace. Had them haters mad, ice willing when to rob me. 40 cal hit your chest and turn the robbery to a hobby. And fuck around and catch a body.
J Heat, they say I ain't got a sense of humor. Hey yo, I'm wicked enough to kick a midget in his nuts. I'm playing. Y'all listening up? How I'm supposed to start? Sky hard, razor's edge, my flow is sharp. As a young dude, all I gave chicks was dick and broken hearts. Buff, you know it's grind season when the snowing start. So I gathered all of my animals like Noah's Ark, running in packs, hungry like we hunting for scraps. In fact, you looking like lunch or a snack. Switching to beast mode, focus vision like Kaliko, Nino, brown and wheat, Tim's on my feet though, on point like needles. Shit, sometimes you gotta show 'em who's boss, like they did the Pesci at Casino. Y'all stay frontin' for life, yo, we nothing alike. Matter of fact, you like a hoe, you suck on the mic. And I love my wife, but know that whenever I ain't get a bitch, it's cause she wasn't my type. Days I got high, 2K15, you not live. You more chicken than KFC and pot pies. Plus your girl get ran through like stop signs. Not Chris Rock, I'm trying to be in hip hop's top 5. Y'all waiting for me to retire, but nah, I be on my job so hard I had to fire the boss. Sever every head off the beat, soak up the glory in hell. And if I ever make it big, I'll have a story to tell.
All I do is get paid, put my life on the page. Ever since 10th grade, I've been stuck in my ways. Had a whip, had a bitch, had a snub in the gauge. Had some chips that I flipped, had me stuck in the game. Now I dip through the strip with my gun and my chain. Made a grip first shift, collecting my change. And that bitch super thick, her brain is insane. I call it how I see it, you niggas is lame. The topic remain, the 40 blow you out of your frame. And the chopper tell your block I'm empty out close range. Indeed, I smoke weed and bleed cocaine. Codeine for the fiends so they don't feel no pain. Chrome spinning wood grain, ain't a damn thing changed. We was winning from beginning, we ahead of the game. Hot ones from the shotgun to break up your frame. I bet bread to infrared and make it for aim. Rifles, grenades, Molotov cocktails for days. Cocky and brave, they wanna see me locked in the cage. Icy as fuck, hating on the cake that I made. Watching the board, can't figure out the moves that I make.
Nook B, FC. It's the reunion, we moving, never to a standstill. Started from a hand skill, now I'm like Stanfield, Marlo, Mahardo, Chris Craig, Pablo. Came up from the gutter like Frank Lucas, Cargo, Mafia, the coalition, real niggas, my comrades, the FC gang, we everything, you not slash, cartel squad, crooks to the guards. My Grammy family blown kush, show you broad. The most side won't lie, nigga, I'm so fly. Fuck you, do something's the name I go by. I got close ties, co-signed by the Muslims and bow ties. Brother Shabazz, it's get to let the toast fly. Let's go time. Nigga, I switched to a different raw. Cut from a different cloth, or soup from a different broth. If you shoot and you missing, dog, you mean it like Katrina. Your roof, I'm lifting off minute, y'all. We something that you never heard. Floss means perfect, so go find a better word. Niggas fucking with us cause they nice. Elevate to success. Y'all motherfuckers Ray Rice.
Yo, shout out to 716 Live, man. Keep rocking on. You heard me today.
What's going on? 716 Live.
See me out here, 716 is live. It's your boy Shice Bugs. We out here, 716 Live.
716 Live. Buffalo on a ride. 716 Live.
716 we lit. 716 we live. 716 that's it. Show you how we gon' ride. 716 we lit.
716 we live.
716 we live. Gotta hustle all day to survive. Roger got his own damn show now. Hit me up if you ever need a ride. Who real, who fake, you decide. Get it right, don't happen overnight. Make a plan that can change your life. But it's really gonna take you some time. They ask how I've been, I'm doing fine. They ask what I'm doing, never mind. I gotta go, I gotta skate, I'm on the grind. 716, pick a side. 716 on the rise. East side, west side, from the north to the south. More money, less violence, that's all it's about. 716, where the life is one's out. 716, my city drop bomb. 716, live.com on Thursday. We got the live show. He hit me up, yo, it's time to go. They don't believe him, it's time to show them. 716, we lit. 716, we live. You rockin' with Young Monty. I'ma show you how we lit. 716, we live. 716, that's it. Show you how we gon' ride.